We got Revelation 11 with the measures of the rod.
Measure the rod.
Yeah.
Okay, brother.
Okay, yeah, it's 11. It's 11. You got something. You can start at the top. And the brother gets second at the student's head.
I got that.
Are we good? All right, shalom, shalom. We the real Hebrew Israelites down here at the GMS Virginia camp. All right, back with another, camp church, live church. Through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. The water Yahweh Hashem Yahushai for allowing us to come back out here. Once again, to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great. Before we get started, we're going to face the east and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, Hashem Kakodash. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutations to you, Akim, out there that's been pushing the word for truth and sincerity. All right, may the election be upon your house, and that the Lord have mercy on you in these last days. Brother, can I go ahead and get 2nd Esdras 9? Okay, with that.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 9 and verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
Measure the time diligently in itself, man. All right, the scriptures speak about, being diligent, man. All right, can a brother get the word diligent in Edamon Baba Kasha? Because we have to be, diligent in this truth, man. Meaning we have to be watching out, for the prophecies, being tuned in, what the elders are speaking on, so we could be aware of these times, man. Because in certain times that we coming in, if we don't have that covering of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, we're going to be through. Me and the brother, we was just in the car, we was listening to Elder Malcolm, and he was going into the whole IRS thing, how they basically buying up all ammunition, getting all these different type of weapons, man. And what are they using these weapons for, man? They're honestly trying to take basically homeowners' guns, man, or firearms, so they basically don't have no type of pushback. Because they're gonna push out this new world agenda, man, with the MOTB and things of that nature. All right, but if you're not in the loop, how can you, prepare for these things, man? Well, ultimately, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, he's gonna, protect us in these last days. So all we have to do is fast and pray and literally just warn the people, man. The brother got that word, diligent.
You want diligent or diligence?
You get both.
All right, diligent is constant in effort to accomplish what is undertaken.
Yep.
Attentive, assiduous.
Yep.
Careful. Value highly.
Yeah, constant means it goes into, you have like some water can be constant. Like Bruce Lee said,
yeah.
Be like water. It never stops. It's constant. So diligent, you don't stop.
Yeah, that's that living water. St. John 7 and 38. He that believeth on this word, the scripture has said, his belly shall flow with livings of water. Going into that it's that living water, man. So you constantly are in tune with these problems. This water doesn't stop. It's constantly, moving.
It says one more. It says aspire to. So to aspire to be, whatever it is.
Yep. And it also said attentive, man. Yep. The scriptures are likened unto our woman, man. So we have to attend to this word, man. Because it constantly, strengthens in our wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and our faith, man. Because the more that we read, the more that we're building up our spirit to endure these evil days, man.
Yeah, if you don't show a woman attention, she starts getting in a mood.
Yep.
Women love, if you don't show your woman attention, she gonna start, you get in the bed, she gonna turn her back. Play them little double games.
Don't touch me, leave me alone.
That's how the truth is. If you don't attend to the word, and then you try to do a video or you try to get back in the groove, you'll find it hard trying to get your footing. Because you ain't been attending to your woman. She's like, oh, you ain't about to just come back to me and you ain't been paying me no attention.
Yeah, you're in the doghouse now. So now you gotta do everything that you can to get out the doghouse and get in good graces.
Yeah, there's a scripture that goes into wisdom won't dwell with the malicious soul. So as you go on and you not staying diligent, as Joseph is speaking about, the spirit it'll be heavier for you to hop back into the spirit.
Brother, get Revelation 3. I think it's around verse 10 or maybe 15. think it's 10 or 15.
This is Revelation. This is Revelation 3 and you want to synagogue Satan?
Works. It goes in the works. Lukewarm.
Okay.
Because,
yeah, I'll start at 10. Because that, Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world.
Yeah, the temptation is coming upon the world, man. You know, that hour of temptation, it consists of the MOTB, you know, the famine, you know, martial law, all these different things, man. It's going to be on a global scale. So everybody is going to feel this, you know, pressure that the Lord is getting ready to bring on Babylon the Great and throughout the four corners of the planet Earth, man. It's temptation, man. So you're going to be you're going to be tried, you know. You're going to be put through harsh situations, man. And your faith is going to count on whether you be delivered or not, man. And ultimately, oh, you got a precept? Go ahead, man.
The book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 7, in verse 9. And it reads, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, if he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive his inheritance? You know, and that goes into what you were saying. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be some dangerous times before men, you know, before us.
Yeah.
You know? So everybody's going to have to go through these tribulous times.
Yeah, that reminds me of the scripture. Can you the straight gate?
Yeah.
And you have more on that?
Yeah, continuing on. It says, well, I'll start at 10 again. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep them from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world, to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Continue on. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my power, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my power, and the name of the city of my power, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my power, and I will write upon him my new name.
So, you know, basically, you know, going into that, you know, concerning your crown, you being, you know, diligent, you know, the things that we were going into, man. All right, you ultimately have to be on fire for this truth. That wasn't the one that I wanted, but that's a good precept. I believe it's I know that whether that Luke or warm or cold.
No, I got you. This down 15.
Okay,
Jump to 15. It says, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou were cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Yeah. So the Lord, he knows our works, man. Meaning he knows where our heart is truly is. He knows we're really sincere. We're really about what we, you know, preaching about, man. You know, because the Lord is paying attention. He's watching us, man. He gonna see, are we really, do we really believe in this thing, man? Are you really willing to die for this truth? Are you really willing to go to the extreme, to the fullest extent of you being, you know, tempted, and are you going to overcome it, man? You know, because ultimately, hey, we're fighting for a crown. We're fighting for a position in the kingdom of heaven, man. You know, that's not something that's just going to be given. You have to fight for it, man. So the Lord is literally testing us to see how far we're willing to go, man. You know, and as you read in the scriptures, you look at the generations of old, man. Men had literally, you know, been tortured, man. Literally lost their families, all different things, you know, for the truth, man. You know, so when the time comes in the regeneration, hey, they receive all the, you know, the treasures, the kingdom, the crown, every things, and so on and so forth, man. So this is a big job, man. This is a heavy spirit that has to be on you to be able to endure these things that the Lord is about to bring forth in the planet Earth, man. You know,
the book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go into thereat.
So broad is the way of destruction. Okay, everybody can enter in the way of the broad because it's easy. It doesn't require effort. You know, you so-called Christians, you think that you can, you know, call on the name Jeebus, all right, and eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster, and not put no effort towards, you know, something that you believe in, and not sacrificing it, and think you're gonna, you know, dwell all good in heaven. No, that's not the case.
Niggas think they can call on clearance.
Yeah. Yeah, man. You people are through, man. You know, I was actually watching this TikTok earlier this week, and it was a so-called Moabite, or whatever the case may be. I believe he might have been a Jake, but basically, long story short, he was going into, you know, the dietary laws and, you know, the law, statute, commandments. And he was saying, if you're gonna call yourself a Christian, you know, a follower of, you know, Christ, which we know is Yahweh Shai, you got to hold yourself accountable to these things that's written in this book, man. You know, if you truly have faith, because what is faith? Faith without works is dead. And like we were going into, the brother read in Revelation 3:15, the Lord said he know our works, man. So the Lord knows if we truly have faith or not, man. You know, so if you really about this, you're going to do the things that are required of you, man. And you're going to see the reward afterwards. Matthew 6:33. Yeah. You know, seek ye the kingdom of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and all these things shall be added unto you. You know, so we continue.
Verse 14. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life.
Yep. And
few there be that find it.
Yep. Few that find it. And many are, that's the spirit. Yep. Many are called, but few are chosen. Man. So if you endure, you know, all the things, and you continue to go on that straight path, and you follow Yahweh Shai, man, you don't take the no corners, you know, no shortcuts, and you be thorough about it. Hey, man, the Lord Yahweh Shai is dealing with you, man. You know, and hey, you may be the hopeful elect to receive that salvation. Man. So, if a brother don't got a precept, we can go. You got one?
Yeah. Okay, come on. This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 13, and it says, till I come, give attendance to reading, to exhortation, to doctrine.
Yep.
And it says neglect, keyword neglect, not the gift that was given thee, which was given thee by prophecy, man. So this was by prophecy. You ain't just wake up and say, oh, you know what, I'm going to become a prophet because I want to know, man. This was ordained from the heavenly, you know, through Yahweh Shai, man, for us to be on the highways and byways, man. Like I said, we all come from walks of different life. We never thought in a million years that, you know, like I said, I would meet this brother, meet other brothers right here. Come on now. Come on, from different worlds. Come on, man. Like I said, you know what I mean? Only this youth can do that.
Yeah. This wasn't our plan. We didn't wake up one day and say, oh, yeah, we're going to call on this name. Okay, we're going to come back into our heritage, and we're going to go out on the highways and byways every Friday or Saturday, whatever the case may be, and preach the downfall of America. No. We thought this was it, you know, until we got woken up by Yahweh Shem Yahshai, you know, by grace. It was told that, look, man, this is who you are, this is your heritage, you need to come back to this before it's too late, man.
That's right.
Can a brother get Ephesians 2 where it talks about faith as a gift, Brother Kushah?
This is the last thing I thought about doing.
Man.
Well,
and the Lord blinded me to not even see it.
Yeah.
I was around people that was in the truth and knew they were Israel. I mean, hanging with them every day, and I thought they were 5%ers. The Lord put the blinders over me.
That's crazy though, you know, because Scripture says what the Lord shall blind the eyes and minds of the people. Just like people walk by, like I said, they don't know what this truly is about, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, unless you know, to the most open up our third eye, which is what the pioneer was doing.
But that also proves that the Lord chooses you. We don't choose this. You know, the Lord chooses us, man.
St. John 15. You grab that. And then get that Ephesians.
Yeah, the scriptures say many are called. Many. So it's like a trial. Come on, sons. Call everybody back. A few are chosen. So through the calling process, you're going to see trimming. You know, those that don't meet the requirements, like the brother was going into, meeting a standard, giving diligence, and being lukewarm. Those that don't meet the requirements, you're going to see more and more getting cut as we get close to towards the end. You know?
This is St. John 15 and 16. And it reads, this red letter shows Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, you want me to go straight to the point?
Yeah, come
on. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit shall remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it to you.
So you're supposed to labor. The Lord, you know, called you into this profession to labor and bring forth fruit. Meaning we're literally fishing, you know what I'm saying, for the elect, man. You know, so we got to constantly exhort Yahweh Shem Yahshai, like the brother was going into Timothy. Okay, we got to read, give attendance, and neglect not the gift that has been given unto us, man. Because the Lord Yahweh, they didn't need us, man. we need them. So this is working in our favor. You know, so that shows how much harder you gotta go. If you don't care about yourself, how can you know what I'm saying, do this work, man? You know, right. You gotta really care about you. You gotta care about others around you, because when you have family, whatever the case, you have certain people that's dependent on you. All right, and your life is dependent on their salvation. Hey, man, you can go even harder, man. You know, you got that
I still got one.
Okay,
I'm not sure you're gonna go ahead right quick.
Yeah, just that real quickly. That's how you can just read that while he can.
Okay. And it says, verse 14, which was given thee by prophecy, with the laying on the hands of prosperity. Meditate upon these things and give thyself willfully to them, that thy poverty may appear to all. Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, and continue in them. For doing this, thou shalt save both thyself and them that hear thee.
Yep, that's so, Revelation. I was gonna say that's Revelation 18:4. That's Micah 2:10. That's you departing from this place spiritually, man.
God, and it said continue in them, man, because you know, talking about, from past experience, you know what I'm saying? Let's say, for example, you get kicked out of camp, a lot of people just stop doing it. They eat for a long time, slow. It says, no, man, it doesn't matter, man. You're supposed to keep going until the end, man. A lot of people just think that because you're in camp, whatever, you get kicked out of camp, you're supposed to stop. No, man,
That shows who truly cares about their salvation.
That's right.
And who truly believes. Now, we've seen people get kicked out of great millstone. And we've seen people come out little by little and then they wear off. And you've seen people who really believed in this thing, where they stayed diligent. They still was out there doing the work, and they ended up back in the fold.
Yeah, because they believe in Yahweh Shem Shai.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, this is what it's about, Yahweh Shem Shai.
Yeah.
I'll just bring that as,
Yeah, I got that word fruit in the etymology. Because it ain't like Esau. We're not bringing in GMO fruit. It's natural, and you can't grow fruit without a seed. So when we come out here, we're planting the seeds within the minds of every individual that listen. Right now, when you go into that word fruit, it says to gather fruit into life eternal of those who by their labors have fitted souls to obtain eternal life. Now, the only way, if you bring in fruit, the only way that fruit can bring in more fruit is if it plants a seed. If it don't have seed planted, it can't bring in no more fruit. So it's by nature that all this is happening, natural selection, right? The election by Yahweh Shem Shai. Your seed brings in the fruit, their seed brings in the fruit, and it keeps going. But if it falls on stony ground, the way it can't grow, then it turns out to be like examples like y'all going into.
Yeah, that's right. What's that? What's that? That's that.
So the Lord said, "Feed my sheep."
Yeah.
Feed said, "Bring fruit for repentance."
Yeah, and if I may real quick, but that, we always bring out organic and GMO fruit. GMO fruit, what? It might look the part. They don't even really look the part if you really look at it, but it might look the part, but you're not getting no nutrition from it. You get a GMO banana, you're not getting the potassium that you're supposed to have. But if you go to a banana tree and pluck a banana from that, eat that, you're going to get the potassium.
Yeah, because the GMO food, it'll fill you up, but it don't have the nutrients to sustain you. So you can have a guy that, if you're going into, he has the appearance of a righteous man. His words may fill you up for the moment in time, but it ain't going to sustain you. Right. Because neither one of y'all are rooted in the truth.
Yeah. And like you always say, just on speaking on actual physical fruit, if this wasn't GMO and it was true organic, we're going to be having to go to the store to get the vitamins and all the bullshit, you know what I mean?
There should be no vitamin show.
Right.
In the kingdom, it ain't going to be no vitamin show.
Right.
That's right. I mean, again, like these other camps, like I said, we know that they're GMO. These other camps, ISBK, IUIC, they're all GMO, man. But it's great.
So all y'all that, there's a lot of them that secretly listen to us. They go behind the vitamin shop.
Wait a minute. The prophecy states going by. When they gonna be seen with all. Going by, nigga. Then when they went to go back, so they gonna have to try. They gonna have to buy their order.
That's why like when you look at GMO foods, it looks pretty. on the outside.
It's just shiny.
Yeah, right. The glass
They
wall.
literally put wax on it.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, you know.
Wax on, wax off.
Exactly.
The
you know what I'm saying?
natural shit looks
filthy,
discolorated.
Yeah, grimy.
May have scratches on. Now people don't know. Like you may look at a watermelon, right, and it may have scratches on it. That comes from bees scratching into the water, trying to get to the sweetness of the water. So you may have a simple nigga. This shit look crazy. I'm about to get this round basketball shiny shit with no seeds, all off appearance. Just like Yahweh Shah. They said he wasn't. Now it wasn't. It don't mean he was ugly, but it said he wasn't something that you desired to look upon and be around. It was all about appearance with niggas. But the Pharisees, Sadducees, decked out because Rome was giving them the money to, lead the Judea. So they come with the nice garments. And we can follow them. It's nice and shiny. But the true, the organic, rough, rugged. Ain't got no place to lay their head.
That's right.
That's beautiful how the Lord does that.
It is.
You know, the scriptures say the world basically roughly paraphrasing. They want to hear smooth things, not rough things. I remember coming up as little, my family, my grandmother, when we go grocery shopping, we get the grapes, and we hate the grapes with the seeds in it. Because what? You got to do extra work. You got to spit the seed out because you don't want to chew the seeds. Now you wish you had them, but what did the average Jake want? They want the one without the seeds. You know, they don't want to go through the work. They don't want to go through anything rough. They want the easy way out. You know,
spit the seeds into a cup.
Well, really, you supposed some of them seeds you're supposed to eat. You know?
Well, with grape seeds, you could eat them, but you got to chew them very good.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, this is real quick. If you don't chew them right, you can get polyps in your intestines.
Yeah.
They're sharp.
You're like pumpkin seeds you can eat, but they'll tell you.
Good.
But you had a nigga bitch, she eating chili lime flavored sunflower seeds, all that fake salt.
Roast pumpkin seeds with cayenne pepper on it. What? That shit is rotten.
I got a quick precept though. This is Matthew. Back to you, Zoriel. This is Matthew chapter 11, verse 7. And as they departed, Yahweh Shah began to say unto the multitudes concerning John, what went ye out into the wilderness to see? A reed shaken with the wind? But what went ye out for to see? A man clothed in soft raiment? Behold, they that wear soft clothing are in kings' houses. But what went ye out for to see? A prophet? Yea, I say unto you, and more than a prophet. So they didn't understand John in the wilderness eating all this wild locusts. Which, I mean, he didn't have to do that, but he said, I'm gonna do the extreme way. You know, he didn't have to eat wild locusts, but that's what he wanted to do. They didn't. That wasn't appealing to the majority of niggas, because niggas like Jay-Z, Beyonce, that's why they gravitate so much to entertainers, because it looks shiny, it's sparkling, the cars, the Bugattis. Oh shit, that's what I want. It's the high lifestyle of this life.
That's right.
But really, in the eyes of Yahweh Shah, this way of living is on a low level. We're dealing with a power that has technology that surpasses this by thousands of years. But you live in the flesh, so you desire the best in the flesh. Jay-Z got it, so I'm gonna follow Jay-Z and what he say. This big lip nigga. And then he responsible for making that clearance movie.
Oh, wow.
That nigga's a demon, man.
And all this stuff is a facade too. It looks pretty from your TV screen, from your flat screen, but all this shit is a facade. It's a mirage. None of that shit's real.
No, none of them happy.
None of them look like that.
None of them really look like it's all filtered. It's all bullshit. I was listening to.
I noticed that your guy, whatever they said, I heard that like when you see him in person, he actually short.
Oh, everybody know he.
Yeah.
And it's like minutes.
But no, I was listening to this guy Damian Little. He got a rap album out. That shit actually hard as fuck. But you listen to all his songs, and he's talking about I need my Lord, I need faith. Now, a guy that got billions and millions of dollars in the NBA reached the highest pinnacle you could reach of the NBA. Like he's the creme de la creme. He's at the top of the top. And he's like, man, all this shit is vanity. That's what he's saying on the song. But did Solomon tell you that? So here did you have a basketball player that not only made it to the NBA, made it to the top of the NBA, telling you, man, this
one
shit,
of them too.
One of them, the creme de la creme. He said, man, without family, none of this shit is nothing. So that shows you when you get to what you think you want, it ain't gonna fit. And how many countless examples of these famous people keep telling us like, bro, it didn't fill me up. It didn't fill me up. Your bills are taken care of, but you empty.
Well,
GMO shit.
That's not even always true. Yeah, you on another tablet, but look how many people that went down because they went in debt or did time. Wesley Snipes was that. He was one of them. The top actor, and he did 3 years in prison for what? Taxes, because he owed taxes. So it's like I said, it's all of a side. You get out there, and the Lord will snatch it from you and make you punish you even more.
And like I said, as of right now, the times that we're living in, like I said, you do 30 years, like I say, you're not even guaranteed that you might even keep your job at this point, man. You can lose your job anytime. Like, see what we're doing now. Like I said before 1,000 times, same thing with Hollywood now. Now they're about to replace it with AI. I thought about it before. Like I said, there's nothing guaranteed safe anymore. So they're going to show you that, like I said, we're in the right time at the right spot right now.
Bro, SpongeBob on TikTok singing his ass off. Bro, they got this nigga singing like R&B 90s.
Hit that button.
This nigga singing that shit. So I'm like, yeah, the AI shit.
Wow. He's killing
real quick, I just want to touch on what you said. The apostles told us 6-7 years ago, stop thinking about 401ks and all this shit, right? And savings plans and all that, right? And now look, you seen Jake flip out? How long was he on
33 years.
Yeah, and they snatched everything from him. And that was it.
And didn't even tell him that. They really wasn't even. They was just letting him vent his frustration. They wasn't giving him no answers.
Let that happen to anybody. I'll be back.
No, you better clear the air. You got any wisdom? Clear the building. Tom don't give a fuck.
You better close shop.
I don't even come to the
He pulled it up on the lawn, hopping out the car.
Machine.
Look, he down the last bottle, big of scotch. Open up, he's strapped. You know how he.
Great grandma getting it.
Yeah, I like that.
Everybody getting it.
But it can happen so quick. Like I ain't gonna say the name of the company I work for, but it can happen so quick. Whereas you leave in the afternoon or early in the morning, and by the afternoon, the whole plant laid off. And nobody knows what the fuck happened.
That happened at one of my old joints too.
Just like
lunchtime.
Just like that. Cleared out the whole plant. Cleared them out. Everybody's like, yo, what's up? Gone.
Yeah, don't have faith in these careers, man. That's not. You gotta lean on the Lord, man.
But it's so sad though how many people actually took the potion over their job, man. Now look at them.
Because they have. We brought up last week about faith, and having hope. They hope things will go back to regular. They hope that, I'll take this jet. When this is all said and done, I'm gonna be on top. I'm gonna be back comfortable. Nah, man. All this is about to crumble, man.
Their faith is in His kingdom.
Hey, real quick with my joint, I'm supposed to take an arms test to make me go up, and they put a monkey wrench in it and just canceled it on me. You know what I mean? And I at first I got upset, but I thought about, man, fuck this place, man. This is not our rest anyway. You know what I mean? Fuck out of here, yo.
Yeah. What type of kingdom where that you gotta pay bills for the rest of your life, man? What type of kingdom is that? I'm talking about in like the evil type of way.
Yeah, Jake been off the plantation for how long? How many years Jake been? It ain't that long ago. Jake literally just got off the plantation, bro. And they think life is about making it in America. That's really what they think life revolves around making it. Nigga, you just got off the plantation, literally. Just went through Jim Crow. This shit is not thousands of years in this. This is like
I think
a little over 100 years ago.
I was watching the Math Hoffa podcast, and the dude next to him said some ill shit. I didn't even realize. He said slavery was not that long ago. Do you know Harriet Tubman was alive when Richard Nixon was alive? Yeah. So that put it in perspective for me. Yeah. Gosh damn, for real, Harriet Tubman? Well, Richard Nixon? That's crazy though. Because
60s, 70s.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's wild. Now, of course, she was older than him, but I'm just saying that age gap is just wow.
American Union hasn't even been that long yet. Get back these other kingdoms.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's true.
What prison you got? I'm Matthew.
I got that
chapter 13.
Tom, can you get that Ephesians Bible shot?
This Ephesians 2:8, and it reads, "For by grace are ye saved through faith. That's what brothers just been talking about, you know. And through this grace that's been given unto us, hey, that's when we get that mercy, you know. And that Yahweh Shai pleading our case to the Father, you know. So in those days we can find salvation. That's a heavy gift that's been given unto us, you know. I'm gonna read it one more time.
Yeah, one more time, Bible.
It's Ephesians 2:8. Yep. And it says, "For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is a gift of the Most High."
Yep, it's a gift. You know, so you gotta hold on to that gift. You gotta hold fast to what you have been given, and apply yourself. You know? Because if you don't, easily can it be taken away from you. The quick is how it was given unto you. The quick is how it can be taken away from you. You know, so that's why we're going hard for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and we're constantly, you know, pushing out this word, man, because we're ready to get the hell up out of here, man. Like the brothers was going into all these many different, you know, examples and the things going on as far as like with history, the slavery, and things of that nature. We're tired of all this hell, man. We're tired of seeing the state that our people are in, man. We're ready to get the hell up out of here, man. We hate this place, man. Go ahead and get that, man.
It's a little more, Chris.
Oh, it's a little bit more?
Yeah, it says, not of works, lest any man should boast. That's the statement here, because we're supposed to buy this truth and sell it not. You know, the apostles going all the time about, hey, the guys with the gimmicks and adding on to the word, you know, try to make it, hey, that's a beautiful song just in itself. You know, the words in itself, it heals. The word in itself, it heals, it fills you up. You know, it gives you what you need, that comfort in these times that we're in, you know. And it says, that was it on that.
Can you read that again, Baba Kushal?
Yeah, it says, not of works. I'll just read from 8 again. Ephesians 2:8, it says, for by grace you are saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is a gift of the Most High.
Yep.
Not of works, lest any man should boast.
Yep. So not of works, lest any man should boast. You know, works, it does matter, but it's not going to save you, because ultimately you have to be chosen.
That's right.
You know, and yeah, we do this work, but it's our duty. So I'm gonna get this precept real quick, and then you got it. This is I'm gonna go straight to the point. This is Luke 17:10. It says, so likewise, ye, when ye shall have done all these things which are commanded of you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do. You know, so this is our job to do it, man. We're not, you know, asking for no thanks, man. Okay, we got to do this wholeheartedly because we truly believe in it, man. And yeah, we're going to get a reward, but at the end of the day, hey, we the ones who messed up, man, so we have to make it right.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, we're a nation of people. Like, who else is going to fight for your nation if not you? All right, we've been very domesticated. That's the word I've been going into more recently, where it keeps you stationary, it keeps you homebound. Jake thinks America is their home, so they just stay here. But when you look at every other country, even in Korea, like you got these popular K-pop groups. Even those boys and those boy bands, those young men and those boys, they have to go back to their country at a certain time and serve in the military. So everybody fights for their nation at some point. Right. Well, our nation is not America. America, like you just said, is a very new concept idea. It's the youngest nation on the planet. All right. Our nation is Israel. That's where we come from. Who else gonna fight for? Who else gonna be on the forefront if not us? That's right. If there's nobody to fight for your country is gonna be overcome and ransacked. Everybody just gonna come take what they want, take their grains, take their women, take their running their houses. We ain't got nobody fighting for. So we have to come out, like you said, we're unprofitable. You need to fucking do this. Unless you want to stay a slave, you gotta fight it.
That's right.
That's a beautiful point that you brought up, because when you look at these other militaries, what do they have? They have weapons. They got a defense system. You know, they got the secretary to basically disperse how many troops need to go here to, you know, basically protect this, whatever the case may be. We don't have anything. Man.
Yeah, they have a cause for why they fight.
Yeah.
We don't, you know, us as a whole.
Yep.
We don't know who we are.
Yeah.
We're a dispersed people. So we definitely don't have a cause.
Yep.
Because the cause why a lot of our people walk around with is a false cause. Because they might think they're African or 5% or, you know, Hotep or whatever. They don't, you know.
See, we got a spokesman in the scriptures that they don't even believe. You know, this is our ultimate spokesman with the perfect script on how to get right, live right, be right. You know, just to get back to him. You know?
That's right. The Lord gonna lift up a standard one of these days, man. When that time comes, man. You know, the man gonna make us warriors, man. Like I said, hey, like I said, it's gonna come to a time, man, where you know what I mean that hey, we got to stand still for the name of the Lord, man. And like I said, we're gonna know too. When the time's coming, man.
Well, the scriptures say the saints should take the kingdom. So we're spiritually fighting right now, but it's gonna get physical. You can't. The scriptures say the Lord is a man of war. In order for us to get our land, get our land, we're gonna fight. That's how all nations are built up. Edomites rolled all them goddamn ships over here from Europe to fight for America. They conquered Gad, and then they fought each other for plots of the land over here. Spain, the French, British, they fought each other for who gonna take the most of. You fight for what you want.
That's right.
This right here is us fighting.
That's right. We should take a power against many kingdoms, man.
What did Yahweh say? If
fight, I'm fighting. This world. My servants shall fight.
right.
To the death too. Because when you behind enemy lines, they like, no, we gotta get them rebels. That's how the men of the Lord looked at it in ancient Rome. Rebels that need to be put down. All right. It's gonna come a time they're gonna be calling us domestic terrorists, extremists. They gonna come for us. Some brothers are gonna have to taste death. But they on the front line. That's what happens when you're on the front line. You got some brothers taste death. That's not an abnormal thing. You got Edomites getting blown up for what they believe in, that fucking stupid ass flag that ain't worth shit. A place that's finna be on fire very soon. And they losing limbs, coming back, eye missing for this bullshit. We actually fighting for the kingdom of heaven. So how much bullshit we going harder?
Yeah, because it's for a greater cause.
That's a very good point.
Martyrs, again, those are those martyrs, man.
We fight for a flag. We fight for a kingdom.
We fighting for a flag.
Yeah, I'm watching a George Foreman movie right now. I'm halfway
I know,
through
it's funny about it.
And you seen it?
They get the respect.
You know, he made it to the Olympics, and he did it within a year, and that never been heard of.
Right.
And you know, he's from the rough, he's from like Fifth Ward, Houston, Texas, so he had nothing. So he you know, he won the Olympic gold medal, so he went back to his hood feeling like he the shit, walking with that little ass flag and shit. And you know, his people he grew up let him know that flag ain't shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They got the wrong mindset. They think what he gives them is something that they could be puffed up about. You know, and to this day he does that. You know, and you know that's not the name of the game. You know?
Yeah, they domesticated. Is Israel a homeborn slave?
Right.
Is you a homeborn slave? No, you're not a homeborn slave, man. You can't. You kings and priests. Get the fuck out of this wimp ass mindset. And that's why, brothers, you see brothers standing up like this.
That's right.
As long as the spirit on us, we ain't gonna back down. You gonna have to bring it, nigga.
Yeah.
Because we're following our king, you know, starting with Yahweh Shai, King David, you know, all those great men. We're following under a certain type of tabernacle, man. All right, so the type of spirit that we come in to conquer shit, man. You know, look at King David and his armies, man. What were they doing before they established Jerusalem, man? Before Solomon had his 40 years of peace to rule in the kingdom. It has to be war in order for it to be peace.
There's so much to the point he told David, hey man, you can't build a temple, bro.
Yeah.
You got too much blood on this.
Too much.
And they were man, him and his mighty men, bro, bad, bottom man. Each one of them, taking out, you know what I'm saying, hundreds of men, one of them.
And America has indoctrinated our people with the thought process that we can have a kingdom without war. You know, and that's just not reality. You know, and that's that Christianity teaches that too.
Love everybody.
Love everybody, and you'll make it to the kingdom of heaven. Nah, well, then they don't even tell you that kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth. So if the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth, what's going to happen? If he has the kingdom right now? And it's somebody got to fight.
And it's so heavy that you said that because it's a kingdom. So who's going to be the king?
And who's going to be the
Someone has to be the top, you know what I'm saying, authority. And then you got, like you said, you got to have slaves, you got to have servants.
That's subject.
So what role do you play in this kingdom of heaven that you're speaking about? Because how can everyone be equal? Who's going to rule over it?
It's a fairy tale.
Well, who's going to make it a kingdom?
Fairy tale.
You got who's going to make it a king? You got to build it. Who's going to do the work? I ain't fucking I'm a king. I'm a king too. Well, I'm a king too. Well, who the fuck gonna build? Who gonna farm? You got to farm. You got hunt. You got to. I mean, all type of work that goes into build. Order. If we all sipping back, Nothing to get. We'll just be sitting on dirt.
It said the ground gonna be made of gold, right?
Yeah.
How the gold gonna get there? We're gonna use our spiritual power.
Yeah.
That's too easy.
Because what I say, there were too many chiefs, not enough.
Yeah.
You know, so it ain't gonna be all them. Nah, man, y'all damn. Hey, matter of fact,
even if we did use special power, that's work. We the hell no. Here we doing all we better go live and explore, man.
Man, off that apocalypse of X-Men. You at the end of X-Men.
You got that?
I don't have it, but I'm on 13.
Oh yeah, You got.
I want to tell niggas what the fuck to do. They keep telling us what the fuck to do. You
heard? Tell us what to do.
Niggas gave us a 7-day work week, right?
Yup.
Gave us the days, the Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Then they created this thing called a 24-hour clock that we bound by, which that ain't the Lord don't go by that. When you late, 8 a.m., 9 a.m. What the fuck is that in the scriptures? So now we just confined like a hamster on a wheel. We running, trying to make this, do this, and do that. This is bullshit.
And it's really broken down in 3 parts of the day. The slavery we have on the average. You got what? You got 8 hours work, 8 hours rest you're supposed to get, and the rest, the other 8 hours, you know, just figure it out.
Yeah.
You know, part of you getting to work, part of you fighting traffic, getting home, spending time with your family, heating yourself up. You know what I mean?
You're not building shit for you.
Yeah,
you're not leading nothing
crazy.
of yours behind. You just on a fucking, you a slave. Yeah, that's what you are. You a slave.
Yeah.
Matrix, man.
And get up and go again.
Pass the cup. You know, we built their kingdom. Time for them to build our kingdom.
And then when you do take time off, you go to another nation's land under their rules. You know, this is bullshit, man.
Shit, and we got it so bad when we do take time off, we ain't got no money to even go nowhere. Or we so tired, we just want to rest.
Or they tell you when you can take time, and then when you take, they calling you to come back in work. They telling you what days you get to have off. We can't really honor the Sabbath like we want to.
Yeah, you can't take this week off because Fernando got this week, so you gotta pick another. You know what I mean? You can't
wait like 2 weeks ahead or something.
That's slavery. That's slavery.
You gotta actually some jobs you gotta put a bid in for your vacation time. You gotta put a bid in.
That's slavery.
You know?
You do?
And you got papers everywhere you go. You got a work badge, driver's license, passport, this thing, this social security card. Where your papers? Where your papers, nigga?
This is another how you know it's slavery.
That's a spirit you said.
You can't get a passport if you owe child support.
What the hell?
Is that not slavery? So I ain't going nowhere to the kingdom, Lord's will.
You can't even get a driver's license.
Heard of that?
No, I'm serious. If you owe child support, you can't get a passport.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even get a.
Only
You
thing
can't
you can do
even
is
get
a
a driver's
cruise.
license if you're that
You
bad.
can do a cruise to like Barbados, but you gotta be back on that.
U.S. territory.
Yeah, you know what I'm
They'll
saying?
give you a temporary driver's license just to get from work to home.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Say you get punished, say you get a DUI, they'll suspend your license. But to keep working, so you can keep paying E, we'll give you
A limited driver's license.
yeah, just to get to working back. Don't be caught out there frolicking and having a good time.
But what the fuck do you expect? It is you made cars that go over 100 miles per hour, and you just readily available alcohol to everybody.
Yeah.
What the fuck you think gonna happen? Chaos, nigga.
And we say Jake.
In the ancient world, we wasn't going no 100 miles per hour on no fucking animal, and that was if you could afford an animal. The average, if you got a Honda today or a regular car, back then you was walking. The people that had people that was able to get a a nice car in this time, they had horses and donkeys. The average middle class people were walking. That's how you got to and fro. This shit today is chaotic. You on the interstate, 100 miles per hour.
You
nigga on the phone.
Yeah, kind of.
You turn and this shit is chaos, man.
Oh, it's always a goddamn car.
Donations or?
Yeah, just put it right there.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah, it's
Osh, you got that scripture?
God. I'm gonna go to Isaiah 14. You want to start at the top?
Put it in the camp.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, start from the
God.
top.
All right. It says, for Yahweh will have mercy on Jacob
Yup.
and will yet choose Israel
Yup.
and set them in their own land.
Yeah.
And the strangers shall be joined with them.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and they shall cleave unto the house of Jacob.
Yup.
It's talking about our people, man. Because they 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they're gonna have to catch breath on that side. And it's gonna be up to Yahweh Shimmy Yahushua. Because they undesirable. They don't want to get right. They don't consider the words of the Heavenly Father whatsoever.
Yeah, because the Lord said He's gonna have mercy on who? Jacob. Why does Jacob need mercy? Look at the hell that we catch, man. Look at all these certain things that we got to go through under these curses. You don't think we need salvation? You don't think we need mercy? We need some type of change, man. Because what did Ezra ask the Lord or told the Lord? He said, "Is not the world made for our sakes?" You know. So if this world is made for our sakes, why are we constantly in subjection? Why are we constantly in subjection to these other nations? You know, because we on punishment, man. We've been exiled, you know, from our kingdom, man. So now we're fighting back, you know, down from the bottom, lowest of the lowest, okay, under all these other nations to get back to where we're supposed to be on top.
Yeah, you don't even have a woman you can tell what to do. Here it is, she's the weaker species in nature on the food chain, and you can't even tell her what the fuck to do. You can literally eat this bitch alive on the food chain. That's why when niggas be saying fuck this, I'm gonna go back to nature. And they just start kidnapping bitches and raping them. They go back to their beast nature. Hey, they ain't bound by what we bound by. You know, go ahead, be a rebellious, wicked, out of order nigga, and go back to your beast nature. Teach these women a lesson. And that's why you see all these, I mean, I'm seeing, and they pretty too. A lot of women, dudes are just fucking kidnapping them, killing. I seen one clip, Lowly Kingdom chick, she was sitting with some guy, dude pulled up, put a gun out on him, took her ass, murdered her.
Damn.
You women think this is a fucking game. You can just be all out and about. This ain't the kingdom of heaven. We live in a place where you got all type of freaks, weirdos, you got guns, you got all type of weapons out here. People are unstable mentally, and you think you just be all out on the Miami Strip with your ass out? That shit finna come to a major halt.
They don't understand how thin law enforcement actually is.
Yeah,
law enforcement is thin. It's only capable of answering 10, 20 calls.
Yeah, I had to call before, and that bitch told me, we don't know how long it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Cause fucking, they taking care of other shit. So by that time, I could have been fucking through.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and also too, like I said, it also depends on race too. Yeah, that race too, and then like I said, right now, like I said, they're hiring, and then guess how much you get paid for being a cop? You don't get paid that much. That's crazy.
I just seen today that a 33-year-old teacher, she looked like she might have been East African, I don't know, Cushite. She went for a jog in her neighborhood. She ended up missing. They found her a little later in the dude's backyard in this Edomite. He looked like he was Irish. He had red hair. Found her remains in his backyard. You know what I mean? And people gotta realize police can't do nothing without any information either. Police can't do their job without any information, and that's without somebody telling them this.
Man, you on the phone with them, they ask you all these goddamn bro, you can be poked up.
Yeah.
What's the address? What's your name?
Yeah.
You know?
And they talk.
It's bullshit. Yeah. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. They can track you too.
So you women, you gotta understand on the food chain, you are the weaker species. Any other creature on this planet, they understand. Oh shit, this animal is stronger than me. Let me get the fuck out of Dodge. The woman is standing in your face. Yeah, because they the serpent put it in her mind that she's protected. But in that day, she ain't gonna be.
You see what Brittany Renner just did, right?
Oh,
yeah. Like, but and these motherfuckers are simps and so worried about clicks and views and money that you let this little thin ass, little crazy batshit girl wild out through the whole fucking show.
Yeah, she had her panties up, twerking, sitting on his lap, shaking her ass.
Throwing shit at people, throwing shit, trying to tear up the table.
That's assault.
Yeah.
That's really now let Charleston White put his dick on her. Oh, he got to get locked up. Tory Lanez that nigga. But she can pull her panties, pull her shit up, and be asshole in his face.
Now, mind you, like I said before, early in the year, she was crying about to Andrew Tate, oh, how no man respect me, oh, I let all these men, digging into me.
She's going crazy.
And now all of a sudden, like you said, now some other shit was for nothing.
Because women, that shows you that women have a role. They're not supposed to be over men. You keep giving women these power, and
fucking up their mind.
It's making them go fucking nuts.
That is a Looney Tune. Lunatic.
So like I see one other show like that, like a Fresh and Fit type, some new shit, and the girl basically said, "Oh, the guy asked the woman, why do you feel like you don't have to submit to men nowadays?" And she said, "Because it's a new day. We work now. We don't need to listen to y'all." So he asked her, "Okay, that's cool, but so you're not a what's the old word of how women should be? Traditional. Thank you. so you don't believe in being a traditional woman, right? She's like, nah, it's a new day and age. He said, well, let me ask you, do you want your man to protect you if somebody jumps out and hurts you? Do you want your man to provide for you? And she said, yeah. That's crazy. You want your man to be traditional while you want to just do whatever you want to do. This is what Babylon has taught our women.
But she was right in a way, because prophecy stated the Lord shall create a new thing in the earth. A woman shall surpass a man.
Yeah,
so they were given that liberty. But like you saying, it's the serpent juice.
Yeah.
Because it's a lie. Right? It's forbidden fruit you done bit into, and you finding out really, because what happened was that guy that she had a baby with, I guess he got like a $50 million contract.
Oh, he got the bag.
He got the bag, but she wasn't able to get anything. She lost she wasn't able to get nothing out of it. So now she's been losing her fucking mind, because she thought at least I'm gonna be able to get a bag for this thing. Didn't work out how she thought, so now she's losing her fucking mind.
And she don't got bread like that.
She don't. And she done let all these guys run in there. She had a book or some shit. Tell her when she was saying she let 2-3 dudes run in her in like a week, and she caught a yeast infection. She was saying all type of wild shit before.
She felt stupid. And you know she's was really talented in like soccer or something. Like she was nice in soccer, yo. But somebody told her she was cute. She said, "Fuck it," you know what I mean?
So the scriptures tell us to stay away from those type of women anyway. If they got a wig on and they got a lot of makeup and eyelashes, stay away from them. The scriptures say, though they rent their face with paint, right? Their wickedness is still there. You know, give me a chick that she got her nails, she ain't got all the long ass nails, she's just wearing bare nails. Their face, she might put a little something, but she got her natural. He's like, yeah, she got some humility to her, because she not trying to put on a whole goddamn facade. And through experience, those ones that they have more sense to them. Yeah. The ones with the wig and the makeup and the eyelashes, they bug the fuck out. They through. They trying to be Nicki Minaj. Go ahead, brother. What we at?
The brother got the Isaiah.
Back in Isaiah 14, it says, and the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
Yep.
And the house of Israel shall possess them.
It's lucky, brother. As soon as you see a young woman, 15, 16, you start to see them kind of getting hot, want to go out, be amongst boys. That's immediately where you go find her husband. Immediately get her ass off the street. Immediately. Scriptures say, give not your daughter too much liberty, lest she make shame of thee. Together, bro, lest she bring shame to your house. Soon as she get up, she start getting hot. She pacify her age. She start getting curious about boys and what's in their pants. Find her husband. Get her off the street.
Yeah, see, that's how you know this ain't our rest, because we
can't do it. You can't do it.
What you think that the little nigga that is Ray is trying to do? He just trying to pop and throw gun signs in front of the live, you know.
And the devil puts the point for the father to find the man. So
no, good point. But the devil puts them in the same classroom together, same school.
Yeah.
In the eastern part of the world, the young women are on the school, and then the young men have a school. You don't go to the same class together, and your hormones are raging. That shit is madness, man. This shit all goes back to Eve. That's why the so-called white man is going to be destroyed. You are our enemy, nigga. From the so-called nice ones to the ones that's controlling this system, man. All of y'all, there's no such thing as a good Edomite.
That's right.
They all fucking wicked.
That's right.
As soon as you tell them the Lord is a dark-skinned man, now they got a problem with the scripture. I thought you was a Christian. You fucking hypocrite.
Well, he wasn't dark. He was olive color.
he was
now,
green.
last time
What does color
olive
matter?
Green or black. Yeah. Olive is a green or black. You might get a little brown olive. Exactly. You know what I mean? So which one is it?
Well, they say, why does color matter?
Yeah.
But they only say that when it comes to, but he can be shown as a fucking leprous dog all throughout television.
The hypocrisy, that's American hypocrisy. Christian, that's
Go ahead,
as long as he's not a so-called dark-skinned man, he can do anything he wants.
because they know they gotta pay. If the Lord looks like us, they know they're fucked.
Yeah.
They know they're fucked.
Bible know they fuck.
Oh, by the way, that's why I sent that link about why, like I said, Edomites are scared of us, man, because our superiority. I'm not sure if you've seen it in the chat, whatever. You know, it goes in detail. How about like we're superior, and then before, you know, a point when it says, you know, two nations are in their womb, one shall be stronger than the other. You know, they know, of course, they've been afraid of us, man. Why do you think they do the things that they do? Separate us.
Well, to add on, you're right, but it's so many years have been going by that they were taught by their forefathers to hate us as well. So it's some of these that really think they can take us one-on-one. But they're taught. They had them dinners every Sunday. They had the family dinners passed on saying how how we ain't shit and to hate us. So it's just embedded in them to not like us as well. And going back to Genesis, you know, we were warned in the womb. So it's inevitable.
It's good to say they should say that we have inherited lies from our fathers. They're gonna find out, oh shit, damn, we are the lower species on the spectrum. Because when they when you were government there, if they see something like that, and that's a dark skinned man, can you imagine one eye gonna go that way, the other one, their head like fucking explode, bro.
And you know what? He did such a good job on us. We were taught in school that blue eyes is recessive. Blonde hair is recessive. Dark brown, black is dominant. We were taught that. But the way Eve put it, our people felt inferior to Eve, even though we were taught our genetics is stronger. You know. You know
why is that? If you don't have the power, don't nobody give a fuck.
Right.
I don't gotta respect you if you don't have no power. Right. Oh, you can dribble? Okay. Just like we used to bust their ass in recess. Okay, nigga, fuck you. I'm going back to my mansion, bitch. My parents have money, fuck nigga. Right. Where's your father? Right. Oh, you wanna dunk on me, Tyrone? Fuck you. Okay. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? They don't give a fuck. They live a better life than you.
Yeah, what they say in the Earl Manigault story. He said, because Earl Manigault was like 5'7", and he could take a quarter off the back. He said, the coach said, yeah, you boys know how to play the game, but y'all don't know how to play the game. You know what I mean? So they think, that some people still believe that yeah, we're physically more dominant, but we ain't got it here. You know what I mean? And that's against, I'm going to put it in the chat. All the things that Jake has created, man, it's insane, man. I got like a 4-page list of everything that we create just off the top of our dome, man.
You see, but you got other nations looking at Jake like they stupid. And rightfully so. You know what I'm saying? How can
a lot of them more.
Yeah.
Due to the stereotype.
Yeah, come on. But how can you be destroyed the way that you are and still deal with the devil the way that you do? You know? How do you have love for fucking people that treat you like shit every day?
Comfortability.
The Jacob Homeowners.
Nah, but really though, this man treats you like shit at the job, at the store, on the street, while you sleep, in the news. I was watching fucking television, and I think I told you how bullshit this is. I can't even look at the TV. No, I was talking to Matafia. I can't even look at TV the same way now. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all bullshit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You see the nigga woman with the white man. And when you see Jake, he's either selling drugs, gay, or dead. When are you niggas are gonna learn?
Surely oppression make a wise man mad. And that's beautiful that you say that, because that's a spirit. Because the Jake, I don't know if y'all both seen it, he was walking by, he had the biggest smile on his face, man. Why you in captivity, you catching all these different things, and you wanted the curses, man, you're not on top, man. Okay, if Jake truly find out that if the earth is supposed to be for us, we're supposed to be ruling all these other nations, and we're supposed to be, the top of the top, that should piss you off. But they don't know.
Mad with Jake, though. Jake is still sit.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Jake will still sit back and have that same smug fucking grin on his face as if life is good. Yep. When every day he's got to work for the fucking living. What type of shit is that when you get taxed on the money that you haven't even made yet?
Yeah, what the scripture say that some of these niggas gonna be eating and drinking, married, as in the days of Noah, till the Lord come. Because some of these niggas gonna say, nigga, I'm taking the chip, nigga. Yeah. It's about the survival, nigga. Give me a chip. Put one in my head and in my head. That nigga gonna be eating with the chip. That nigga gonna look at you, fuck you, nigga.
You gonna see on social media.
And he gonna tell them to put us to death. They speaking against the system. Put them to death. Because who was our main enemy always? Jake. Them Judas niggas. Yeah. It's always a Judas that gives you up.
Before you always go to eat, you always gotta deal with Jake.
Yeah, because in the wilderness you had Dathan the man. Yeah. Here it is, Moses is up there with the Lord. 40 days. Can you imagine what he was 40 days? The scriptures tell you that everything wasn't written what he was told. He didn't just give Moses the commandments. He showed Moses the inner times. He showed Moses 40 days you still with the Most High. And you got David him down there. He dead, man. Y'all join us. We gonna rebel against the Levites. Yeah. You always got niggas, man.
And Aaron too. They know where to go for it too. They know where to go for it.
And Aaron got weak, and Aaron got punished for that.
Yeah, they did.
You know, that shows you Jake, even when Jake can see the miracles, can see the sea parting, can see pillars of fire. Keep in mind the mountain, it was a pillar, it was a chariot there that set the mountain on fire. So they seen this. He dead. And then they started worshiping Molech again, the gods of Egypt.
Said they
murmured, and they rebelled against the Levites. So when Moses came down, what the well, for one, he had the veil on him because he couldn't, show his face because it was too bright. He said, what the and he had the fury of the Lord on him. He said, oh, hell no. Nah. He broke the tablets. That's how the tablets got separate.
Before that, what did he say with the H's? Whoever on this side, stand on this side.
That's after he broke the tablets. He broke the tablets and he told him, look, Levitical priest, come over here. He said, those that be with us, stand on this side. Those that be with Dathan, stand on that side. And you had a lot of niggas stand with Dathan. These niggas, they ate the man and all that. And the ground swallowed them up.
Damn.
Yeah, sure did.
So these niggas in this day and time are gonna do the same shit.
Yeah, because they comfortable here, man. You know, what's the thing that Jay like to say, man? You ask Jake how you doing, I can't complain. You can't complain? All this shit going on, you don't got nothing to complain about. You know, the freakism going on in these schools, man. Oh, that's the spirit. I seen the video on TikTok, and basically the bus driver was driving and taking the kids, and she was going past all the stops that she was supposed to drop the kids off and then drop them off. So one parent seen it and started to record it or whatever the case may be. You had Jake, he was hopping out the window, whatever the case, and they literally had the bus locked up. So then you had once the parents found out the location, they all started trying to beat on the lady. The cops had to come, like they was literally trying to snatch up these kids.
Why would what? Oh, so she was trying to kidnap the kids?
Yeah, she was trying to kidnap the kids.
With the school bus.
With the school bus.
Love me to wear his code.
So I'm just looking like, wow, like you got all this weird, man. It was wicked.
She told me the other day, first day of school, the kids got their new shoes.
Yeah.
When the day was raining and it was flooding up, she dropped their ass off in the fucking flood water. The kids was she let their ass on the love of many so where it's cold. People ain't giving a fuck no more, man.
Hey, like I said, Jake, like I said, let's say Jake being oppressed right now, especially I'm talking the young generation, they're just stealing.
Bro, imagine you got your fresh shoes on, bro.
Y'all see when the bus driver closed the door, they didn't even make sure the girl got off the steps?
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah, that was crazy.
They started getting it.
She was stuck in that bitch.
Her book bag was stuck in the double doors. She's too busy talking to the little aide or whatever to hit the gas, right?
She's still in the fucking door.
Yeah, she's still in the door.
No, her whole body outside the bus, but the book bag
and she
is
moving with the book.
Yeah, so like I was saying, so you just see the
Damn, bro.
The bus driver looked up in it too.
Bro, she went a clean 6 blocks, yeah. Look her like
It's a video.
Yeah.
You gotta put that in the chat.
You gotta put that in the chat.
Yeah, but like I said, man, Jake being oppressed because like I say, Jake just stealing shit right now at stores wide open, man. They selling at Best Buy and TVs and all that, man.
Oh yeah.
Broad daylight.
Yeah.
Bro,
They don't care about cameras.
Remember what I told you? What happened to me? Nigga, broad daylight, man. Jake don't give a fuck no more. You know? Jake don't give a fuck, man.
Seen Jake running out the liquor store, bottles of liquor.
Yeah.
They let him go too.
Because this generation, they seeing shit on TikTok and all that. Because you see people, they'll have 3 Jakes just bust through somebody's car and grab the purse and run off. So now they just have that mentality everywhere, just fuck it. You know what I mean? And walk out.
Now I'm gonna tell you, bro, this for some real shit. These Jakes are the old Jerusalem. Now they killing the prophets. These niggas are our main enemies, man. These niggas are grimy, man. And we know what he's doing. And really, Edomites ain't really fucking with Jake like that. Edomites are trying to save America. They want Trump in office. They focus on. They see what's going on with. Because Edomites, they have more of a global perspective. They able to travel, they go to other countries, so they know what the fuck's going on globally. So they concerned with America. They ain't worried about you fucking picking any niggas. Unless you want to go toe to toe with them with some gun shit, then they'll address you. But these niggas, they concerned with robbing your neighbor, gritting on you, steal, minuscule shit.
Chairs.
So you gotta watch out for these niggas. When you walk down the street, you can walk down, Edomite couple and just walk past them. A nigga. It's like every nigga you walk past, that nigga sizing you up. These niggas gotta go, man. They gotta fucking go. They care about minuscule shit.
Meanwhile, we ain't even worried about them. We got our eyes set on the kingdom. They worried about who could stare at each other down.
The heathens will fucking wave at you. Yeah. The heathens will be like, hey buddy.
Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Jake could just. These niggas gotta fucking die.
You
man.
see where
the
store?
Yeah.
Oh, I like this energy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the same chick when we went in last time. She said, I know who you are.
Yeah.
She said, you guys are the middle. She literally said that. I was like, what?
Yeah,
I was like, how you know who we are?
She's another nation.
Yeah.
And look how she don't give us no hard time. But our own, like you said, our own to look at us crazy.
It was like that in Rome with Pontius Pilate. He didn't want nothing to do with the situation we had going on.
Yep.
He was like, that's for you Israelites.
Matter of fact, get there. We gotta get there for these black cornbread niggas, man.
They come nappy. But for them, they're the worst. I remember one time when I forgot what it was. Like I said, man, he was all hated them niggas. I think he said one time, whatever. I forgot what her people. I forgot what it was time it was, but he said weird. So he came outside to get his car. He said the niggas was already on his car and shit. You know, he said I hate these cowboys niggas.
Niggas gotta go, man.
Yeah, I said it worse. Like I said, to be honest with me personally, like I said, man, I hate more niggas than we eat.
What?
Because at least it's like at least we eat. We already know who your enemy is. You know what I mean? You don't even like each other, but you know, so you know what? I don't like this devil, I respect him, but at least I know what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
But when it comes to your own people, you already know what time it is.
See,
No, you
even
don't.
Jake
That's
is a
the thing.
necessary evil. With Jake, that's a necessary evil that has to happen.
So,
You know?
Everything that's been stolen from me been stolen by a nigga. Everything that I had personal blood was stolen by a nigga. It was a nigga.
yeah.
Anybody ain't come to my crib steal no shit, ain't come take nothing. It was always a nigga, man. These niggas are grimy, and you can't give them the excuse, oh, they're going through this. We're going through the same shit, man. Some of us even more than them. They're just demons, man. And they love wickedness. They love it.
I went to the little fish spot. Fish spot by the crib. My first time going there, right? And it's dead smack in the hood, right in front of Tiny Giant. You got a whole bunch of niggas and fiends, right? So the lady had to go next door to give me my change after I bought the fish, right? Fiend saw me get the money from the lady, right? So I get in my car, Fiend run down. Excuse me, brother. Pull out a little mini Bible. You know, I'm a man of the Lord. I need a couple. I said, oh my gosh, these niggas is crazy. He pulled out the little pamphlet Bible. I'm a man of the Lord, and can you please? I looked at him and said, nah. I said, in my head, I said, you was a fucking nigga. I just saw you out there with the eyes bugged out, ready to get high. And you said, oh, I'm a man of the Lord. Ooh, that shit pissed me off.
Hey, Dr. Umar said, look, I can't psychologically get to all these niggas. He said, he said, I'm gonna let some of this gonna hurt y'all in this room. But I can't get to all of them. Some of them gotta die.
Yeah, that was a heavy video.
He said, some of these niggas, he said, some of these niggas gotta die. Dr. Umar, he was doing like a little presentation.
Yo, is that true? He really wiped the girl up?
Who?
Sukiana shit?
No. She was saying she was because of lyric in her song, but he was saying if she truly was sincere and she was willing to change her image and invest in his schools, then he would consider making her one of his wives.
Oh, because they hooked up.
Yeah, he said he was consider working with him.
But you know her, like she ran right back to the wickedness.
You got that door, Us?
God. It's Mark 15:1.
And she had to do something.
And straightway in the morning, the chief priest held a constellation with the elders and the scribes and the whole council to bound Yahushua and carry
That's
him.
all niggas.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep. And carry him away and deliver him to Pilate. And Pilate asked him, art thou the king of the Jews? And he answering said unto him, thou seest it. It says, and the chief priest accused him of many things, but he answered nothing. And Pilate asked him again, said, answerest thou nothing? It says, behold, how many things thy witness against thee. But Yahushua yet answered nothing. So that Pilate marveled. He says, now at the feast he released unto them one prisoner, whomsoever they desired. It says, and there was one named Barnabas, which lay bound with them that had made insurrection with him and had committed murder and insurrection.
That's a nigga.
Yeah.
He's a murderer. That's a nigga. Go ahead.
Even Paul knew that Yahushua was innocent. He said, I can't find out this man.
We'll be reading it. Go ahead.
Yeah. It says, and the multitude crying aloud began to desire him to do as he had ever done unto them. But Pilate answered them, saying, Will ye that I release unto you the King of the Jews? You know. So Pilate asked Jacob, hey man, you want to release him to him? Because he didn't want to deal with it. You know, he was like, hey, I'm not going to bring harm to this man. You know, if he hasn't done anything wrong. You know. It says, verse 10. It says, for he knew that the chief priest had delivered him for envy. You know, so he read right through their bullshit. He was like, oh, this just they covet him against this man, you know, because he does something that he's not.
He has followers. He took followers away from them.
That's right. They had that bag. They was held in a higher standard than Rome in that time, you know. So they was like, nah, you know, he's taking away followers. They even witnessed Yahushua doing many miracles.
And they use it against him.
Yep.
He do miracles from devils.
Yeah.
He's a witch.
Yep.
Witches ain't supposed to live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beelzebub cast out Beelzebub.
Yeah. It says, verse 12, it says, and Pilate answered and said again unto them, what will ye then that I shall do unto him whom ye call King of Jews? And they cried out again, crucify him. Then Pilate said unto them, why? What evil has he done? It says, and they cried.
He pleaded for Yahushua at this point. He
Yeah.
like his lawyer. Yo, because crucifix, bro. It's this one doctor. He did a test of how it would feel to be crucified. He said it's some of the most agonizing pain one could go through. You know, just from being hung up there with the blood rushing.
I mean, just think about it.
And you keep trying to lift yourself up to elevate the pain. You keep dropping. It's agonizing. It's very agonizing.
There's no rest.
Is that the same video? When they was going into how he had to be like a superhuman to endure that certain type of pain?
I think that might be different.
Okay, kind of, yeah, because there was a doctor that was going into that as well about the certain different type of pains, and it was like no ordinary human being would have basically been still alive after all that blood that had been lost. Like they had to die.
Because he got scores before that.
Yeah.
Now, if you get pierced, you know what I'm saying? Any type of pain, you know, you get the adrenaline kicks in. You know, and now you just pierced at that point. But to be there, agonizing pain and just that's why at that point he said, he cried, Abba, Abba, why have you forsaken me? Because at that moment he felt all the sins of you niggas, you nappy-headed niggas. He felt all the pain, and he just felt. He said, cried to Yahweh, Abba, Abba, why have you forsaken me? And at that moment, when he said that, I'll be Yahweh.
And that's heavy though, because Israel, man, y'all say that's a lot. Damn,
it's forever stuck. Till we get to the king, it's forever stuck, these niggas, man. For real. For real, man. These niggas gotta fucking go, man.
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying we can't always expect the same outcome from Jake, because, you know, remember, we have a compassion for our people. And, you know, we are in this flesh, so sometimes we be like, all right, I could deal with him, or I might expect this from him. And Jacob really do you dirty out here. Jacob will do the unexpected, man. Jacob really have no fucking regard for you, yo.
Like it says in the book of Sirach, what does a lion have to do with a hyena? You know? We ain't got nothing to do with that, you know? You know, can two be together except they be agreed?
Yep.
You know?
In Psalms, Elder Pashah, he brought it out because I didn't know that he was talking about Jake. It's twofold. Basically, his words are smooth as butter, but war was in his heart. You know, that's talking about Jake. You know, because Jake, he hit you with the salt. Because, you know, Yaakov, that's supplant. So Jake is constantly always trying to supplant and get one up on you.
Yeah, well, there's a law. We have laws on our enemies. And our enemy can be considered of our nation. You know, it says of one of the laws is if you have an enemy that's lying in wait for you, and you slay him, you justify because this man tried to take your life. So it was self-defense. We have a law on that, you know. But going back to that, these niggas, man, when you look at that, you had women, you know, you had some of the elect ladies in the back mourning Yahushua. You have brothers that are back in this time in the background. You gotta picture yourself with the scene. You in the back looking through the crowd. You know what I'm saying? You can't do shit. You know? You got all these niggas, big, move, nigga. We kill him, we kill him. That's what Peter had to get out of Dodge that evening before. You know? I mean, the evening after. You know, when the Lord was, he said, you was with him. You was with him. Nigga, nappy-headed nigga bitch. Keisha. I seen you with him. I seen you in the marketplace. He said, no, he said, not me. He said, you ain't seen me. He said, he got out of Dodge. You know? Because that was serious. They probably was in shock. Oh, shoot, they just killed Yahushua. Hey, whenever you take the head of any organization, the whole thing crumbles. Everybody scatters. The sheep. Hey, the scripture say they should smite the shepherd, and the sheep should scatter. Right? But what kept them together? The Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit. That's what kept them together. That's what kept the fire and let them. And then once they seen the transfiguration, the 3 pillars, that was really okay.
But that's the spirit you said it, because what the scripture says, it says if be of man, it'll come to naught.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because if he didn't raise, they would have been, shit. What are we gonna do? But he rose, and they was like, okay. Who seen it first? Was it Mary? It was Mary and
Mary Magdalene. I think I can't pronounce
Magdalene.
Yeah.
And there was another lady with her. They said, well, we seen. We went to the tomb.
Yeah, see the man. Yeah.
And it was moved. The centurion, see if you can find that. The centurions that was guarding it, you know, the whole stone moved.
Let me get this precept.
Go ahead, brother.
I want to correct it. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 13 and verse, I started at verse 16. I started at verse 17. What fellowship hath the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly. What agreement is there between a hyena and a dog? That's what I meant to say. And what peace between the rich and the poor? So I just want to clarify that.
Even the Lord said, pray not for these people.
They
Pray
not
not
Israel,
for
not of Israel.
Go ahead.
Now it makes sense why everybody's not coming together. In fact, you know, all of us are coming together now. No, the Lord finally left the remnant now.
King David break their table and made a stumbling block, you know, because he seen the wickedness on Jake. Jake just full of shit.
Even the Woman King, that movie, The Woman King, shows you how it was Israelites that was selling us, man.
Yeah.
With Ham, it wasn't just Ham. And you had Israelite separate tribes of our brothers and sisters that sold us, man. That came against us just because we wasn't a part of their select group they had over there in Africa, man. Niggas gotta fucking go. So when this white person say, "Oh, y'all sold each other," yeah, they fucking right. To an extent, we did have a hand in it too. But that's why we in the predicament we in fucking now. Even Gad, look at Northern Kingdom, they was over here fucking each other up. This tribe fucking with that tribe. They show you that in Apocalypse though. Those wasn't Edomites killing them. They was fucking each other up, chopping each other head off to the sun god, all type of shit. Then when they see E, they like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, nigga, your judgment. The Catholics coming, nigga. With the cross. That's your judgment, nigga.
This is all goddamn.
They ain't know what the fuck it was.
They probably smelled them motherfuckers before they eat it.
Yeah.
That's your judgment, nigga. Go ahead, bro.
It says, verse 14 again, Mark 15 and 14, it says, then Pilate said unto them, why? What evil hath he done? And they cried out the more exceedingly, crucify him. You know, so they were still screaming out without a cause. You know, and then they tried to get slick with it. You know, that's gonna say it. And blame Caesar. You know, he's going against Caesar, but it's gonna go into.
Any of you guys got 70 cents?
No. Go ahead, Hush.
It says.
You guys are black Hebrews?
It says, and Pilate, and so Pilate, willing to content the people, released Barnabas unto them and delivered Yahushua. He says, when he had scourged him to be crucified. And that was pretty much the point of what we was trying to get on there. I mean, it's heavy. This whole chapter 5.
Yeah, because it goes into them saying, let his blood be upon us.
Yeah, it's a heavy chapter. Keep going.
Yeah.
It says, and the soldiers led him away into the hall, called Praetorium. It says, and they called together the whole band. You know, it says, and they clothed him with purple and plotted a crown of thorns and put it about his head and began to salute him, Hail, King of the Jews.
See, that's and then how they marking him.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
That's what. But this what we doing ain't nothing, bro. You got Yahweh Shah who had the spiritual power. He could have killed all of them. They put the crown of thorns. They stuck it in his scalp. He bleeding. They like, Hail the King of the Jews. You know how them Edomites get. You know.
Yeah.
Now keep in mind, this was after the night he was at one of the chief priest's house. They took him to the night they took him from the Garden of Gethsemane. They took him to a chief priest's house where they was slapping him, spitting on him. Then they put him in a dungeon. So this is the day after he already done got beat up by niggas. Go ahead, bro.
He says, and began to salute him, Hail, King of the Jews. And they smote him on the head with a reed, and did spit upon him, and bowing their knees, worship him. He says, and when they had mocked him,
they hit him in the head with a reed. Then they spit on him. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yep. And just going off of that movie, The Passion of Christ, I think that's the name of it. What's the other one? Just read it, you gotta just kind of fill in the details.
And they left out of stuff in that movie. They didn't even show a lot of that.
They say, some people say it's vinegar, some people say it's piss when they put the sponge to his mouth.
Well, the scriptures tell you what it was.
Yeah. But it's different definitions on that, bro.
You talking about the etymology?
Yeah.
Let's get it. Let's go to the vinegar scripture.
What's it called? Gall.
Yeah, gall. It's bitter. It's a bitter. It's very, very bitter to numb the pain. Keep reading, Lord.
It says, and when they had mocked him, they took off the purple from him and put his own clothes on him and led him out to crucify him. And they compelled one Simon and Cyrenian, he says, who passed by, coming out of the country, the father of Alexander and Rufus, to bear the cross. Yeah, because you got to think about it. Why were they, getting him to do that? He must have been. He was going through it the way the illustration in the movie shows it. He couldn't bear the cross on himself anymore, so he needed men to help him carry it. He was getting beat and brutalized that much. He was taking on all the burdens and all the sins of the nation of Israel. And you know how wicked we are. We are stiff-necked people. Even us, we still in these our righteousness is as filthy rags. So and we know how much of a contrite spirit we got. We go off and he's like, fuck. We constantly go off. So he had a lot of burden and pain that was put on him, physically and mentally. It says, and they bring him into the place Golgotha. He says, which is being interpreted the place of skull. This place of a skull. And they gave him a drink wine mingled with myrrh.
Yeah, that's the goal. It's like a real bitter, it's wine. But when you go into it, all right, and I believe it said myrrh, right? Yeah, so it's mixed with myrrh. But it's real bitter. I don't know. The brother said you heard piss. I don't know. I never heard it.
I heard it. It translates to like bile as well. I read that somewhere. But right in a certain chapters, it's saying vinegar. But I'm gonna try to find it.
I never heard that.
What scripture was that?
It don't got to go. It just got to.
Yeah, no, it's cold gold. So what it is the wine. It's real bitter when you mix it with the myrrh. GALL. GALL. Gold.
23 is where that is with the wine and the myrrh.
Yeah, but bros keep reading.
Yeah. Bile, liver. See what I'm saying?
Yeah, but this is like that's going into the etymology of the word. Though.
Yeah, because I think it's.
We can only deal with what the actual drink mixture.
Yeah.
That's the etymology of the word.
Because that just goes into a mixture, right?
Liver secretion.
Yeah.
That's why
so
I thought bile.
So like in the blue letter it says bitter. So it was just a bitter drink. That's all it was, you know.
Because it says they gave him Matthew 27:34. Yeah, it said they gave him vinegar to drink and mingled with gall, and we had tasted thereof, he would not drink.
Yeah, so it's a bitter drink mixture.
Continuing on, verse 24, it says, and when they had crucified him, they parted his garment and cast lots upon him, what every man should take. He says, and it was the 3rd hour, and they crucified him. And the superscription of the accusation was written over the King of the Jews. So they were still mocking him, you know. And it's all based on 2/3 of the nation of Israel, you know, and their disdain for the Heavenly Father, you know. Because
this is a good chapter,
you know. It was what fellowship has darkness with light, you know. They ain't trying to get down here. Yahushua, he was coming, he was preaching a way, you know, a better way. He telling them, hey, this ain't the people, you know. Continuing on, it says, and the scripture was fulfilled, which says, and he was numbered with the transgressors. There you go. And on top of that, you know, there's a scripture that goes into it as well.
No, I was looking at it.
It's like that's what it was mixed together. Like, that's just the word they use. So that's why the etymology is better.
Because you know, he had a heavy burden. It says, and they passed by, railed on him, wagging their heads and saying, thou art destroyest the temple and buildest it in the 3rd day. Save thyself and come down from the cross. You know, it says, likewise also the chief priests mocking him said among themselves with the scribes, he saved others, himself he cannot save. You know, so hey, and the crazy part about it is he was up there, he knew he was even his sacrifice was even for them, you know, which is a heavy level of integrity. He was even doing that for them as they was mocking him and they was taking him to be crucified, you know.
That's why he says they know not what they do.
Yeah, that's it. Was you able to find out?
I got it.
Come.
So the book of Hebrews chapter 7 verse, I started 24 read down. But this, the book of Hebrews chapter 7 and verse 24. But this man, because he continueth forever, hath an unchangeable priesthood. Wherefore he is able to save them to the uttermost that come unto the Most High, by him, seeing he ever liveth, to make intercession for them. You know, it's the book of James, as well as for such an high priest became us, who is holy, harmless, undefiled, separate from sinners, and made higher than the heavens, who needed not daily, as those high priests, to offer up sacrifice, because he came under the order of Melchizedek. Well, he is Melchizedek. To offer up sacrifice first for his own sins,
for his own sins as well. You know, because a simple mind Christian wouldn't understand that. You know, because reincarnation is all throughout the scripture. You know, and he came during. He was the first Adam. You know. Well, I'm gonna grab that too, because the first Adam, he had his fall. You know, Yahushua had his fall, and when the first Adam came back as King Solomon, you know, so he had to do his thing. He had to have his sacrifice for himself and the nation as well. You got
it. To offer up sacrifice first for his own sins, and then for the people's. Yep. For this he did once when he offered up himself.
Okay, you got to explain that. You know. You got to be able to explain what that's talking about, you know? Because we up here, we know when he came down as Yahushua, he walked the earth perfectly. So when did he have to sacrifice for his own sins, you know? You got it.
A quick precept. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 48. It says, O thou Adam, what hast thou done? For though it was thou that sinned, thou art not fallen alone, but we all that come of thee.
Yep.
You know, so that's going into what the brother mentioned concerning, you know, Yahushua being Adam, man. He went off, you know, first, and then the sons of God, you know, followed in, and we sinned, man. You know, so that's why he had to basically go as that ultimate sacrifice, man, for his transgressions and ours also, man. You know.
Last verse 28. For the law maketh men high priests, which have affirmity, but the word of the oath, which was since the law, maketh the Son, who is consecrated forevermore. And he is the word.
That's it. I got another quick one going in, backing up the bros on that. This is 1 Corinthians 15 and 45. It says, and so it is written, the first Adam was made a living soul. And why is that? Because we got that breath of, Adam received that breath of life, know, which gave him knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you know, on how to move through this earth, you know, but he fell, you know, ultimately through the beguiling of the serpent, which today would be Esau, Edom, you know, but the serpent beguiled Eve, and Eve beguiled Adam, you know. Hey, that's why brothers were talking about earlier. Don't listen to your goddamn woman when it comes to her trying to dictate what's good for you.
Yeah,
you know,
that's right.
Because they not gonna base it off of things that are logical. You know, it says the last Adam was a quickening spirit. You know, and that quickening spirit makes us, you know, as part of that comforter that makes us whole. It gives us eternal life. You know,
the spirit quickening for the flesh.
Profit is nothing. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, because we're gonna be a second Adam, you know, because we was once in immortality, you know, but now, you know, when Yahushua, you know, comes back and redeems the elect, you know, we enter into the kingdom, we're gonna be Adam 2.0. You know?
Yeah, because I mean, you had him as the first Adam, but you know, Adam and Eve wasn't like when you go to Genesis, they wasn't the only people on the earth.
That's right.
Because I think where it speaks about Cain, how was Cain able to go find a wife?
Exactly.
Right, and the scriptures tell you that he created creatures on what was it? The beast on the fifth. Is it the fifth day?
Yeah, fifth.
All living creatures on the fifth day. So that applies to us too. And when he created the living creatures, he said, "I created innumerable." So he didn't just create two fucking people.
And then when you go into the covenant between man and woman, it said a man shall leave his mother and father and cleave unto his wife. That's right. So that proves that they had parents. You know?
Yeah, even in Genesis 1, you know, it goes into how it says.
And those are 1,000-year periods too.
Yeah.
All right. That's when you understand the creation of the earth, right? Because you have nothing, right? Then 0 to 1 will be the first 1,000 when he created. Well, you can read it, brother. Because it's separating 1,000-year periods.
So I go.
And that's how simple Christians are. They actually think it happened in a day.
I got you.
Yeah.
The scriptures tell you a day to the Lord is as 1,000 years.
Yeah. It's 2 Peter 3:8. It said, "But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as of one day."
Yeah, that is the clarifier. To go into Genesis, because without that, you're not going to understand that.
Exactly.
Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little.
That's why when you go to Esdras and he speaks about the 12 parts, everything is going to end after those 12 parts, which is 12,000 years, right? So the earth is, by the time Yahushua comes back, the earth is going to be roughly around 12,000 years old, all right? But you start the counting because there was nothing, so you don't start till something is there, right? So you will start from after the 0 to 1, that's 1,000, you will start on the first 1,000. And that would give you 6,000 years. From Adam, right? From Adam, you count him from the earth would be almost 6,000 years from Adam to the point. That would give you 12,000. So we're literally at the last part. We're literally in the last part.
The seventh day he rested.
2 Peter 3.
Yeah, that's
it was 1,000. It was rest.
It was rest. So we're gonna get our rest day after the culmination of the 12,000. It all comes to fruition.
That's deep.
Yeah,
very deep. That's a little too deep, but you don't really bring that up too much. But
but that's heavy though, because in Revelation it ruled Yahweh 1,000 years, that rest period.
So we know by the prophecy that we're not the earth is not millions of years old. We know it's only going to 12 parts, 12,000. But from Adam, we know from Adam it's only been almost 6,000.
That's why I hate when somebody says science says. Science says. All he has to do is get a doctrine and whatever he is, go somewhere and find some shit and write it down, and then become science.
That's why he calls it
science just means it to know, you know, and you don't know. You just come up with some type of synopsis, writing it down as a record. Because you have your doctrine and whatever it is, now it becomes science.
What do they call them, brother? Theologians.
Theologians.
They have ideologies and ideas that they just come up with.
Yeah.
It's not proof. It's not
It's an
back.
estimated guess.
It's not. Yeah, it's not backed by anything.
Yeah, that's why I said theory.
They have never seen a monkey. They've never seen a monkey turn to a human.
Right.
That's not
Right.
backed by what eyewitness
Even
testimony.
common sense.
It should be happening all the time.
If a monkey adapted and turned into a human, why is there still monkeys?
Here's the kicker.
You ever think about it? If a monkey adapted into a human, why the rest of them ain't adapt into a human?
Exactly.
So not,
Here's the kicker though. Gravity is fucking them up right now. Because with all these chariots going in and out of dimensions, they no longer can explain what gravity is.
And so many of the videos of them not going to the moon is coming out now. They're even saying it. Our brother always bring out, you can't go past the Van Allen about this. Is a lot of videos of them saying, oh, it never happened. You know, because there's too much truth coming out now.
Yeah, kind. Even Neil Armstrong is drinking alcohol, talking about never happened.
Yeah.
We never been there.
Come on,
And
now.
you got these dirty brown Elamites. We don't remember about that no more.
What else they said? They said back then there was no live feeds back then, but they made it seem like that was a live feed.
But you got these Elamites talking about they just went on the moon. These dirty ass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they try to pull this shit off in 2023.
I didn't know that shit. I didn't know
These
that.
fucking nincompoop.
Was it the moon or Mars?
These niggas said the moon,
They said it was the
man.
moon.
Moon.
So cause now that they're in bricks, they getting confidence and shit. Look at that, that shit
didn't
gonna
know
fail
that.
miserably.
They still poor.
I don't believe nothing. You know, well, you know, when we come to the truth, we don't believe nothing they say. You know, we know it's bullshit.
The moon is the moon is a clock. All right, the moon is a clock, and it's a declaration of times and seasons. It's not something you fucking you land and plant your flag on. Motherfucker, it's a light to dictate what time we in.
The lesser life. But
That's why, if I may, real quick, you know, it's if people rehearsing their acts, whatever, you know, practice the Sabbath, that's good. But how can you possibly say that the Sabbath is Friday's sundown to Saturday sundown, when that's something that the Romans put on us? You know, we're in the Roman Greco era, right? That's the calendar we go off of. But what did we go off of in the ancient days? We didn't have a Sunday to Saturday. We didn't have none of that. We had the moon. That's how we told. That's how we told what part of the month it is. That word month goes back to moon. You know,
take away the pen and paper. How do you dictate the day?
Right.
The Lord gave you a big ass clock, and not only that, it's a declaration of time. So when you see these super moons, blood moons,
what was it? A blue moon?
eclipses, and then it's not gonna happen again until 2037. When you see the moon doing all this shit, that's a declaration that this bitch is over. Because the book of Ezra says it's a declaration of time. That's when you go to Ephesians and they say they can't redeem the times. And these niggas don't know that the moon is there to tell you, nigga, it's over.
You can't tell us that our elders don't have the truth though. But you still looking at, oh, it's Friday to Saturday. That doesn't make sense if you know that our oppressor gave us this calendar. Why are you rolling with that?
Ignorant.
No, but you can tell them that, and they'll still, like I said, they vitamin shop, because you know they roll with what they being told, but they know a lot of stuff we say. They be like, hold on now.
See, but the
When the
lunar
door's
signs,
closed, you know they're like, hold on, now that makes sense, you know.
see, but the lunar signs is more accurate than anything that
It's a perfect 30-day cycle.
anybody can view. You know, it's accurate.
I mean, he's not 100% accurate. I mean,
No.
Yeah, this nigga got leap years. This nigga go back an hour. It's time to go back an hour on the
Daylight
clock.
savings time.
Daylight savings
Daylight
time.
savings.
This shit is technically, according to him, We not in. We don't know what year we in. They say 2022. We don't know. We could be in fucking 3,000.
You funny, he said.
If we count, we don't know what year we fucking in. There's been so many leap years. There's been so many pushing back time. Oh, not to mention, there's an account where the Lord stopped the sun. Niggas, you know that? Lord, see, the Lord ain't bound. The Lord ain't bound by our fucking restrictions.
And then the Lord reverse time for our,
when He stopped the sun. Yeah.
And now think about it.
That means he's in control of time travel.
That's when Moses had his hands up during that war.
No, this is the time of Joshua. I believe it was Joshua. A brother can clarify that and make sure.
Hey, real quick. Now, if this say he was to continue on for another 1,000 years or whatever, now they're doing away with daylight savings. There's no more daylight savings, they say, right? So now you done had daylight savings for all these years, and now you're choosing not to have that. This whole shit, this whole timing will be fucked up. Whatever they feel like doing, they can do. We don't know. Like the brother said, we have no idea what year we truly are in, man. Because before the Roman Greco, it was something. I can't remember what it was called. Gregorian? Was it the Gregorian? Yeah, and that was different.
No, we're on the Gregorian now.
I thought we were in the I thought we were in the Greco-Roman calendar.
We're on the Gregorian
calendar.
Pope Gregory. We're on his calendar. The one before him is the.
You're right.
He's a quick Google.
I don't know why I was saying that. We're under the Gregorian calendar, you know? And they changed it. You know what I mean? So why would you roll with that if you know your oppressor is creating all these different things, man?
But again,
the moon always been.
Okay, so the Julian was with Julius Caesar time. Then we moved to the Gregorian. But even before that, the Babylonians had a fucking some weird shit they was doing.
Right.
We don't go by this man-made shit.
Right.
That's what Daniel said. He said, "What? He shall change up the times and the seasons."
That's why you got almanacs.
But that's why we know the prophets. Hey, the Lord reveals His secrets unto the prophets. We know the mysteries. We know the times. We able to redeem the times.
Yeah.
We just went into the parts.
That goes right back to the.
We don't know the exact day, brother. I'm telling you right now.
But we close.
We out this bitch. I don't see this bitch going past 2025. We might be out of here no longer than next year. I'm dead ass, bro. That's how close we are to the part, to everything unfolds. Right? You can feel it. Everything's on the. Everything's up. Everything's here. Bro, when the Whole Foods, I'm looking like, oh shit, they got the palm shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I've been waiting for forever to see some shit like this firsthand. I asked someone, I said, yo, we gotta get it. It happened, bro, the week before I went in there. It wasn't. That shows you how quick they can get it installed in the store. If they can install it that fast, once the bricks. Okay, the Saudi Arabia, they go live January 1st, for the bricks. Do you know what the bricks plan is? To remove from the petrodollar payment system. They want to move to a whole other system. Do you know what they've been doing? Putting their gold reserves in the digital currency. You know what system they're going to get onto? The B system. So when the bricks finally go live, they're moving to the B system. What is tied to the B system? China already shows you what's tied to it. They've been doing it. That's why they don't show you feed of what's going on in China. It's the Quran. And China is one of the head monsters of the BRICS. We out of this bitch, man.
Did you see the, I forget what grocery store, it might have been Whole Foods, but there was a couple, and they have smart shopping carts now.
What?
Yeah, well, like say the dude grabbed the wheat thins and he shot the wheat thins in the cart, like the cart has a screen.
Or the total of how much it costs.
And then when he took something out, it subtracted. But what is that doing? That's fascinating people.
But they be putting it like that stuff in the commercials. Like when they literally go into the stores, they grab everything out of the store and they just walk right out. And
it's the Amazon Go stores. You don't have to check out because it's everything's linked to your digital account. So you just go in there. Check it and you grab everything and they take account and you just walk out.
The funny shit is
you are the fucking
you are your wallet.
You are the wallet.
Yeah. You're your identification, your bank, your social.
You own the
your
cloud.
Credit score.
You back yourself up on the cloud. Did you back up?
You funny.
Dead ass. Back yourself up.
They had to do walking through the store like he was a
what's the credit shit called?
Putting shit in his pockets. Some of that old ass.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, what's the app for credit? The credit app? Whatever.
Oh,
all that.
yeah.
I ain't mean to cut
But
you
see,
off.
the thing is, when you get that in you,
It'll come to me.
you may need a fucking update.
Yep.
We don't know. This is new. This is new. The scriptures say if you take the people that take the mark, they're gonna get a grievous sword. So that shit gonna be malfunctioning, all type of shit.
Oh, and like I said, I seen like an Edomite. Like I said, this is like a decade ago. Like I said, he had the RFID chip, and he said that he was getting hacked on his. Come on, man.
And they gonna put that shit in their brains.
The system be overheating.
Yeah,
They gonna have a whole,
like I said, somebody can hack your chip.
So this shit gonna be a hot mess. This is the worst plan in history. But the Lord he lifted his pride up so high that he think this shit actually gonna work. That's why the scripture say he gonna be in straits. Because when he unveil this shit, you gonna have multitudes like, we're not putting that shit in us. So he gonna have a hard time getting niggas. A lot of niggas is like, we ain't putting that shit in us. Then he gonna have a lot that take it, and then they gonna be fucking, shit, nigga, you fuck. So the whole shit is a cluster fucking chaos, man. It ain't gonna work.
That's what I'm saying. Just because you have the beast and you don't, like I said, don't make you say, because like I said, anybody can hack it. You know, like I said, again, once you put your junk in the machine or whatever transaction you ever do, they already got your information already.
Remember, scriptures talk about that grievous sword too, man. You know,
You probably go to sleep, have migraine, man. Hell,
you wake up, you're gonna have look like old girl from The Conjuring. You know, you just get it, that damn shit that had all the shit breaking out on that shit. Yeah, you never know.
Remember all the side effects that was happening in these inner cities with the 4G towers and shit. People said they was losing. They couldn't focus straight. You know, people were dying.
Your heart might start.
You know,
because they sending a signal. It's a signal being sent through your fucking body.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'll be joking all the time, but don't be surprised if you see somebody walking and then somebody press the button. Glitch out on, and now you start attacking people and shit. You know,
like I was watching that.
Oh yeah, don't forget about. I mean, I'm saying not gonna happen, but they might bring out 6G by that time when that shit come out.
It will be.
I don't know if bros seen that movie. It's called Kingsman. Secret Service. They put Samuel Jackson. They got 3 of them. Yeah.
Oh, they got 3 of them, man.
Yeah.
The last one wasn't.
I just watched the first one, but basically they had the chip in them.
Yeah, the first one.
And they was trying to kill everyone.
Yeah, and they sent the signal on the nerves to have them create violence and shit.
Now when
like
their head exploded, you seen like how it looked like a nuclear.
Yeah,
like a mushroom cloud.
Yeah.
That shit was.
That
shit deep.
I'll probably see Oppenheimer, yeah.
Oh, you seen that? That's a good movie. I like that.
Yeah, that mushroom cloud, that shit was wild.
But that shit heavy though, like easy, because you know what Elon Musk with the whole Neuralink, they could probably make you forget stuff, like take away your memory, put stuff in your mind and stuff like that. Because you know they read this, they know about how, you know, it said Job, how like the Lord basically put the thoughts in your mind before you, you know what I'm saying? So they don't try to do all
something
type of
that didn't really happen. Implanted in your mind that you swear that happened.
Well, shit, bro, you gotta watch the 100, because in the 100 they showed you. In the 100 when they took the chip, and that's what they called it. They called it chip, and they take them to the city of light. If you didn't have it, they can see. Oh, you don't got it. And then they was crucifying people who didn't take the chip.
That's heavy. Where we at?
I was gonna get that Genesis because it was speaking about how there was speaking about the Adamites. How there were men on the earth, you know, before Adam. So and keep this in mind.
Because they was immortal too.
Yeah.
All right. That's why I wanted, because you made a statement. You was like, we didn't die. We didn't die. We didn't die until we followed after the woman. That's it. Through her, we all died. We just chilling. We was chilling in Eden, which Eden in the Hebrew is Idon, which means paradise. The earth is meant to be Eden. But the Genesis tell you exactly where the garden was. The area known as Mesopotamia, it tells you it's by the Euphrates, it's by the Tigris River. So when you look on a map, you see the Tigris, you see the Euphrates. Okay, that's where the garden was.
Hey, and I was thinking, you know, any other female species that goes into labor, they're not in crazy pain. But our women are in crazy pain when they go. They have to have pumped up in drugs. You know what I mean? So you can't tell me that everything doesn't line up, man.
Well, even that curse, even though it did fall on all the women, because that's before the nations were divided up. So you had the son of God, and you had the son of men, you had the son of wicked, but we all were just there, right? Before any nation got their names, before any sons came from Abraham, before Moabites, before Ishmaelites, Elamites, It was just people. Those curses there fell on all men. Like the curse from you have to toil for your bread now. Everybody got a fucking job. Remember, in the Canaan, the heathens are going to be able to enjoy paradise too at a certain time, right? So everybody, because of the nigger woman, everybody fucking dies. But the water Yahweh Shemashah, that promise of immortality only goes to the sons of God. Which, if you follow the sons of God lineage, it all goes down to the Israelites. Right? It goes like the Enoch, Seth, Enoch, Faxad. Yep. Yep.
Hey man, hey, so we're blessed that we're in that royal season.
That's why you Christians need to look in the timeline. So you can see where the fucking shit veered off at.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro. This Genesis 1, and I started in 24. It says, and the Elohim said, let the earth bring forth living creatures after its kind, cattle, creeping thing, and beast of the earth after his kind, and it was so. And the Most High made beasts of the earth after his kind, and cattle after their kind, and everything that creepeth upon the earth after his kind. And the Most High saw that it was good. 26. It says, and the Elohim said, let us make man in our own image after our likeness. And this is before Adam was even spoken about. You know, the Adam that got the breath of life. You know, he's not spoken about until Genesis 2. It says, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over all fowls of the air, and over the cattle, and over all earth.
See, that curse fell on all men too.
Yeah.
That the animals now bite the shit out your ass. You can't even control your goddamn dog, let alone some real wild shit.
Because we supposed to be the top of the food chain, because we had dominion over all the, you know what I'm saying, all the living creatures, man. And that's why, you know, the Lord gave the basically the go-to to Adam for him to name all the animals.
Even Leviathan. The scriptures tell you.
Well, I ain't never seen that.
Well, that's because the scriptures tell you he bound them for the time to the end of times. He not gonna reveal them until he told you when he gonna let you see Leviathan. You nigga.
I seen when the orangutan got hold of that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hit him with the old grandpa grip.
Grabbed his leg and everything.
They grabbed his leg, yeah. It ain't supposed to be, well, it is supposed to be that way right now, right? The way that father set it up.
But you know, even our children, they gonna put their hands in the mouth of a lion. They're gonna play with asp, which is poisonous sticks. So we gonna get that dominion back over the animals. You know, but that's one of the swords that the Heavenly Father sent out. He says he sent the beast to tear as well. So hey, that's part of you gonna like brothers always bring out. You gonna see animals out here fucking people up and shit now. And Jacob's trouble.
And them animals at them zoos, man, they can't wait. Man, I went to the zoo last week, man. I seen the tiger, the lion, everything. They was literally just sitting, just watching. I'm like, yeah, he wanna fuck that Edomite up. That one, like, it's like he was marking them, man.
Jumanji.
You see it on their spirit.
It is. Jumanji out this shit.
And basically, but in captivity.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, they're confined for real. They can only go back and forth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's not their natural.
Well, you have these animal activists that's gonna be out here too.
They call them
unlocking
heathens.
zoos. And all hell break loose.
Come on, Karen. We're going to the fucking zoo. They're gonna let the animals free.
And they gonna fucking let the shit gonna maul their ass. Yeah. That's how it always goes.
Tear their asses up, man. You want to be free, lion?
Lion, come on, eat your ass and then run. You know.
Yep.
I'm trying to give him a treat. No, you a treat.
See the animals.
There you go.
It says, and over all creeping things that creep upon the earth. So the Elohim created man in his own image.
Yep.
In the image of the Elohim created he them, male and female. So that shows you, hey, this was formed. They were Adamites, man and female.
Yeah, you came from my body, bitch. Right?
Yeah.
Your makeup comes from the man. That's why it says one man.
Yeah.
Well, what's Megan Good ex-husband, the pastor? You heard that bullshit he said?
Oh yeah. Simp doctrine.
Straight going against the scriptures. He's basically saying, first of all, he said a woman does not need to be married, and then he said a woman is whole
without a man.
A guy made a woman whole. We were missing a rib or some bullshit.
You don't even understand it.
Yeah.
We ain't missing. He didn't take an actual rib from us. He said, man, we showed you he made man first. Yep. He said it's not good for man to be alone.
That's right.
Let's make him a help meet.
But
he didn't bring that up.
Yeah, that's my point. He straight skipped that part. You know?
They say in the New Testament in the book of Corinthians, it said the woman is of the man, the man is not of the woman.
Yeah, but you know what he was doing? All them women in that church, when they heard that, they was like, that's right. Yeah.
But even to this day, they're of the man. Yep. You come through man's seed. Yep. So, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? We don't got to go back to this. I can prove it to you now.
He was trying to find his next wife. That's all it was.
If a man has a daughter, that daughter is of that man. She's of that man's lineage. She comes from that man's rib.
It was that's why you got to read these scriptures, because it was a parable of pretty much them becoming one flesh. You know, they were in union. You know, it wasn't he took him from his rib, you know, and formed her. No, he just gave her a help. He made one flesh with her.
Yeah, so you say when a man lay with a woman, they become one flesh.
That's right. That's a contract, you know.
That's the same people that believe that he really talked to a serpent, a snake. Make a snake really rolled up on him. They don't understand the parables, you know.
Now that was a black ass nigga with the spirit of the wicked on him. Yep. This was before Esau, and this was before Cain. That was a black ass nigga with the spirit of the wicked on him. You know? Because them niggas had their picnic before they became the nation of the Edomites. They were running around as dark-skinned, wicked motherfuckers.
Thank you.
Go ahead, bro.
God, I'm gonna jump to Genesis 2 now.
And what show proves that is we can make Jakes that look completely like Edomites. You got that wrestler chick. She looked just like an Edomite. The new wrestler chick, she like the popular wrestler chick in the WWE, whatever. She looked like a blonde hair, blue eyes, daddy black. She said, y'all don't want to fucking believe me. My dad's fucking black.
Well, did you see the two? They have a set of twins where one looks just like a light-skinned Judite, and the other one looks like a red-headed Edomite. But they're twins. They have the same father, and nobody will believe her until the parents come out. It's just wow, man.
But let's show me an Edomite family that can make melanated babies. You ain't got the answers.
You ain't got the juice.
You ain't got it, man. So that further proves that the scriptures there that y'all come from us.
Like I'm talking about her features don't have a Jake features, that typical, but the sister's features of Jake, but they're twins. Wow.
But these niggas want to be Edomites. You want to be a nigga that don't have no pigmentation, no melanin, no soul, no flavor, no real culture. You want to be that.
Like this dude that walked by in the blazer.
Yeah, he definitely had a Lenny Kravitz type vibe with him. Lenny Kravitz is Edomite.
Yeah. That's why when he got with what's her name? Her brother got ass. She used to look like a Jake, Lisa Bonet. She had the Jake flavor on the Cosby Show. Started fucking the Edomites in Hollywood, turned into a goddamn.
Look at Halle Berry.
She was doing that.
Halle Berry. She had 2 kids by them Edomites. She's all over the place. She don't have no, she doesn't have that flavor anymore.
All them bitches that fuck with Edomites bug out. The bitch that was on Full House. What was the girl name on Full House? She was the only black chick. Not Full House, I'm sorry. Saved by the Bell.
Lisa Turner.
Yeah. She was the only black chick up there. She started dealing with them Edomites.
She was bugged out. You see how bugged out she looked?
Another one, Stacey Dash.
Stacey Dash.
Oh man.
Y'all know that's Damon Dash first cousin. Yeah, Stacey Dash and Damon Dash are first cousins.
Yeah, they blew the fuck out. They deal with them Edomites in Hollywood.
Nah, she did for sure.
But she still messing with the Edomites.
Yeah.
That's why the Lord said. That's why He punished us for mingling with the making marriages with the daughters of men. That's when our stature changed. We used to live hundreds of years, then our stature changed. Now it's tall. You tall if you 6'6", 7 feet. But we used to be 13, 14, 15 feet tall.
Damn, I know, that's crazy.
That's why He told Edris, consider how you were less stature than the men before you. It used to take 2 strong men to carry a cluster of grapes. Everything was bigger before the flood. everything. Your women was bigger, you were bigger. How do you think? How do you think Noah was able to build a big ass ark?
You know.
Yeah, so that's a lot of animals.
Noah was a big dude. You know, Noah was probably 13, 14 feet tall.
Makes sense.
And he big too, because they was eating real. That was when the food had all the life in it. So you might bite. Man, we bit one of them grapes now. We might faint.
Fuck around OD.
Oh my god. That shit will probably kill us.
You know, all that bad stuff we do so funny.
It'd be an overload. It'd be an overload.
Yeah, too nutritious.
Vitamin poison. Your body can't handle this shit. Now you know you got that when you eat too many vitamins, you can get poisonous. We bite one of them. Yeah, we eat one of them shits, we'll fucking pass out. But that show you how much we fallen, bro. Even the scriptures tell you how stature is a big thing, because in Ezra it says when Yahweh during the crowning ceremony, said he was taller than all the rest. So it shows you stature is a big thing. And women like tall men any damn way. So stature's always been a big thing. You know? That's why we all gonna get our stature back. Everything back. Stature down there. You may think you got the slow now. You ain't got no fucking slow. You ain't got no fucking slow. And the Lord will give us all the education on all the how to do everything. From the way you eat to the way you have sex. We ain't had sex yet. The Lord gonna show you how it's done properly. All right? Exactly. The way you dress, the way you exactly. And think about it. All our wives gonna be virgins in that day. Come on, man.
Real sleep.
I was supposed to have a couple.
Yeah, that real sleep. That's a real. I ain't talking about you can die from sleep now.
Yeah. Very real sleep.
You know what I mean? You're working so long that
that alone to make you want to just take me. Hey, I give myself. I give my spirit. Take me. That what Ishmael do. We got virgins. What they tell them they get?
Oh yeah, they get like 73 virgins.
Yeah, 73 virgins. But of course we're not doing it for the women. You know what I'm saying? Just joking around. We're doing this for Yahweh Shemi Awashar. But with doing that, we get a reward. We get a great reward, and part of that is a lot.
It's part of the gospel.
More than what you can receive. And plus it's righteousness, because the Lord wants us to be fruitful and multiply. That goes back to what you read in Genesis. He made woman for man. He wanted us to, you know. And he said one of us, the least of us in the kingdom, is going to be a strong nation. So it's going to be a lot of sense going on. So one of the least was probably going to be Jay-Z or Floyd Mayweather, one of them niggas, LeBron James. If they going to be a strong nation, what about an elect brother? Thousands upon thousands of children, wives innumerable. You know?
Hey, like I said, man. Hey, what's up, man? You created the universe, man.
And women ain't gonna have that mindset they have now. You go on for 5 minutes, they ask them where you at. Nah, your wives are gonna just be in the order. They just gonna love you when they see you, and when they don't see you, they just gonna love you. Your family gonna love you when they see you, when they don't see you.
Here's something that just hit me. The seed of a man travels through the seed of a man. In other words, your seed is transferred to your son.
Yeah, that's when the spirit comes in, because they say when you actually ejaculate inside a woman, the egg chooses what sperm is able to penetrate. So technically, it's the Lord putting the spirit there. Okay, this one's gonna hit, because these holes, they be having sex with multiple men be busting them. Facts, you know. So it's all, and you can have stillborn. So it's all the Lord to say, okay. He take one of the spirits from up there, and let that one hit the egg. Now science says, oh, the egg chooses, but really it's the Lord saying, okay, let that one through.
We already said what we said about science.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy though. According to his science, you know, a million sperms and one was in the mind of a million, which can, like you say, can be any sperm.
So what I'm saying is, how does your son get sperm? He gets it from you. How does his son get sperm? He gets it from you, which transfers to him, which transfers to his
lineage.
That's what we just read in Genesis after his coming. You know?
You ain't gonna get that with a woman's head.
That's what lineage is. That's what lineage, we declare the houses by the pedigrees of our fathers.
And if the woman's so important, why don't they have a woman lineage?
Exactly.
A what?
A woman lineage. A woman lineage.
Yeah, because your mom will swear up and down, that's your family. Your side is your family.
Yeah.
You let your mom tell it. Her side is your family.
Yeah, that's how Jake used to be.
When you gonna see your cousins? You mean on my father's side?
Yeah,
You talking about your side? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Jake used to ask me that in the world. He's like, that's your cousin? I'm like, yeah. On your mom's side, your dad's side. My mom's side. Oh yeah, that's your cousin.
Your dad's like, no
Dad's side would be no credit.
No credit. Just like your dad's side ain't really your cousin. Like, what? You come into the truth like, oh no, that's my relative. This really not.
Because I didn't grow up with my father or my father's side of the family. So I only knew my mom's side. They swept it down. To this day, when you gonna come? I'm done seeing your ass. I've seen y'all my whole childhood. I'm not fucking with y'all no more. If anything, I'm going my father's side. You know, y'all, you are not my lineage. You are not my lineage. Your mother she's not. You have some of her DNA, but you don't come from her. You come from your father.
They just close relatives.
Yeah, she's just close relatives. Everybody on her side is like distant cousins.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why they have a family tree. You know, when you look at your father's side, tell you your family tree from.
You should really get close with your father's side because that's who you stem from.
Yeah.
And if you go up that street, you up there in one of your incarnations. So being all up on your mom, that shit.
I think it's every fourth or fifth generation you come back.
I think it's every 3 to 4.
3 to 4, yeah. It ain't beneficial to be all, you know. And even Rebecca understood that. That's why she told Jacob when Esau was trying to murder him. She helped him even more. She said, well, Isaac wanted him to take one of the Canaanite wives. Yeah. Rebecca was like, no. Because they was close. You know, the Canaanites were always around us. Rebecca said, no, they get on my nerves. I don't want her to marry a Canaanite. They've been troubling us. Yeah. Send them to my cousin. What's his name? What is his name? Rebecca's cousin, where he got Leah and Rachel. Yeah, but that was Rebecca's brother. She said, but she was smart though, because to get him away from evil. But she understood the importance of a man leaving home, building a family, starting his own. You know,
that's Bethuel, Bethuel. Yeah.
No, that's not her. That's not her brother's name. Laban.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Laban. It's Laban. That's when he encountered the love of his life. Then he tricks him. He got to work. He had to work like an extra 7 years. Because his love of his life was who was it? Leah. But Laban tricked him and put Rachel in the tent. Jake. Supplant.
Another 7 years.
Jake the worst enemy, man.
But of course, Jake got him back though.
Yeah.
With that blemish line, you see. Tell him which one of those is spotless, whatever, and he got him back though with it. Nice. That's nice. Jake ain't forget, like I said, make sure Jake will get you back.
We better wrap it up though, because it's too whatever we gotta do.
You want me to go ahead and finish up that
you can.
Get the breath of life?
Yeah, you can.
It says, Genesis 2:7, it says, and Yahweh by Shemi al-Shah, it says, Yahweh by Shemi al-Shah formed man of the dust in the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul, and the Lord planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put a man whom he had formed. And this is after they were already, people on the earth, It says, and out of the ground he made Yahweh Shemi al-Shah to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food, and the tree of life also in the midst of the garden, and the tree of knowledge of good and evil. I want to get it where we're talking about Adam. But that's the point, there was another man that was formed after there were already men on the earth who the Lord gave the breath of life that he was dealing with, that he put eastward in the Garden of Eden, which is the Holy Land, that's it. Let me grab something closing.
Salaki. You grab Ezekiel 31.
And you can start at verse. You can start at verse 4.
Ezekiel 31:4. It says the waters made him great. The deep set him up on high, with her rivers running round about his plants. He says, and sent out her a little river unto all the trees of the field. Therefore his height was exalted above all the trees of the field.
All the trees of the field. So this is talking about the sons of Adam. Mainly Adam. He was exalted above, all the other nations, the sons of God, man. And when you go into, I think it's in the gospel, but basically going into when Yahushua had healed the blind man, he said he saw men as trees walking. So that's the parable that links up with that. And that proves that we weren't alone. You keep on going, Salaki.
And the way he was more exalted was through the knowledge that was given unto him. Because wisdom always been more beneficial to people than goods and treasures and so on and so forth, because they can always be taken from you. So that the wisdom that came that was given unto Adam, it made him higher than other nations. Even when it comes to the law, they said, what people is this that have the Most High so near and dear?
What verse you started at?
I started at 4.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, because I mean, we about to wrap it up, but that whole chapter is going into the garden.
Yeah, you could just go to verse like 7.
You literally can read to the last verse.
Yeah.
Read to like 7, then read the last verse so you can get some context.
Continuing on in 5, you start 5 again. It says, therefore his height was exalted above all the trees of the field, and his boughs were multiplied, and his branches became long because of the multitude of the water. It says
the image. This is, you read in Genesis the likeness to the image. So scriptures speak about how Yahushua, how he looked. If how Yahweh would look if he came in the flesh of a man, he would look like Yahushua.
Because he's the image of Yahweh.
So the sons of God is that image of, what I'm saying, the Heavenly Father Yahushua.
Yeah, because you look at a tree, right? Just to break it down a simple way. You look at a tree. Now, what comes off of the branches? So what's spawning off of it? What comes from one tree? The branches. So each individual tree became, spawned, became fruitful. Fruitful and multiplied. Going back, it all goes back to lineage too, what you was talking about,
And that wisdom and knowledge and understanding, like the brother was going to, it extolled, us, the sons of God, man. But now everything is reversed. We have this wisdom, knowledge, understanding now, but we're pity. We're looked at lowly, and what the rich man, they are extolled, because of the flashiness of how they look. But you got that real quick,
Real quick, the scriptures tell you too. When the Most High divided the inheritance, he set the bounds according to the numbers of Israel. You got it.
Come. And your branches can be cut off. We know that too. Certain seed can be cut off from their wickedness, from the disobeying. That's right, bro.
The book of Sirach, chapter 13 and verse 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue. And look what he saith, they exalted to the clouds. But if a poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him.
So the point, why I brought out that precept, you look at the state, how we used to be and how we used to, be above all these other nations. Now we're brought low, and like I was going into earlier, we're fighting for that position back. But like what the brothers reading in Ezekiel, man, go ahead, Salaki, I don't even want to jump the gun. Go ahead, Salaki.
It says, verse 6, all the fowls of heaven made their nests in his boughs and his boughs. It says, and under his branches did all the beasts of the field bring forth their young, which is what we're gonna get back in the kingdom, man. Hey, the scriptures tell you we're gonna suck the breast of the Gentiles. They're gonna think they're gonna pay their tithes, unto the children of Israel. That's right. Send that sacrifice back up to the heavenly Father. It's gonna be in order again.
Yeah, tributaries.
Yeah.
So they're gonna pay tribute to us.
It says. did all the beasts of the field bring forth their young, and under his shadow dwell all great nations. It says, thus was he fair in his greatness.
Yep. His greatness. You know, so hey, soon we're gonna be back in our greatness, the immortality. You know, the crown, the riches, the glory. You know, the kingdom.
Yeah, it says that we're gonna get the same glory as him if we suffer with him. That's amazing. He said the same glory.
Well, you gotta go to the party. Like
when you join heirs with somebody, it's a 50-50 split.
That's real love that Yahushua gave.
Real love. You didn't have to do that. He could have said, I'm ruling, y'all niggas are gonna be in the kingdom. Y'all just gonna be free. And he said, no, I'm gonna put y'all on thrones too. He could have just had us in the kingdom being free. And he just sit on the throne. He said, no, I'm gonna put y'all on thrones too.
There you go.
Go ahead, Bill.
Continuing on at verse 7, it says, for his root was by great waters. I'm going to jump down to the last verse. Verse 18, it says, to whom art thou thus like in glory? He says, and in greatness among the trees of Eden. It says, yet shalt thou be brought down with the trees of Eden unto the neither part of the earth.
Now, when you go into that, when we go to that chapter, he was speaking about the judgment that was going to happen to Assyria. So, we know men fail. So you can apply that to America too, because any judgment that happened to the past kingdoms is going to happen to America. You know, so you can, America's going to fall, just like man fall from the garden. You know, man fell from that immortal state. Scripture say the daughter of Babylon say, who can touch me? You know what I'm saying? The wall of untouched villages. You know, she think nobody can harm her. You're going to fall. Just like Assyria, just like Babylon, and the kingdoms before.
It says, yet shalt thou be brought down with every tree of Eden unto the neither part of the earth. Thou shalt lie in the midst of the uncircumcised. He says, with them that be slain by the sword. He says, this Pharaoh and all his multitude, saith Yahweh Shemi Yahushua.
So it was a part in there that I want you to get, but that's kind of
read the part. What's it going to?
The trees were jealous or something like that. Because you know now when you read in Lamentations 2, you know it speaks about how the other nations basically are happy that the state that we're in now. So they love to see the state we in. But once we get back into the state that we're supposed to be in righteousness, immortality, the superhuman powers, right back to where on top how we supposed to be. These other nations, they're going to be our possessions, man. They're going to be subject unto us, man, and they're going to be in order.
Yep. Ezekiel 31:9, and it says, I have made him fair by the multitude of his branches, so that all the trees of Eden that were in the garden of the Most High envied him.
So we special. The Lord had chosen us to be a special people. The other nations are like a drop of a bucket of water, man. So with that being said, Israel is on top, man. So without further ado, it behooves you to repent, turn back to Yahushua, man, because the things that we're going to enter into, the glory, man, it's worth it, man. The things that we get on this are not worthy to be compared, man. So that's why we got to continue to stay diligent, be on point, and pay attention to prophecy, man, and continue to preach his word, man. Endure. That's it. If Rose don't got anything, we go to close out. All right, so Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. We're going to face the east and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us 100% truth. Peace, love, and salutation to you, Akim, out there, man. The water Yahweh should be our shot for allowing us to come back out here once again. Lord willing, we see you guys again soon. So the next time, Kwam Yasharala. We walk by the ball. Shalom.